We're live?
Yeah.
We're on.
We're live? We're here?
We're on.
We're on.
We're on the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Awesome Talk Season. Is it fully? We're all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have sound?
Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, let us know in the chat if you can hear us. Hi, Joe. What's up?
Joe, right on
Cousin
time.
Joe, do you hear me? I wish he would go by Cousin Joe.
You have a Cousin Joe? I have a Cousin Jay who goes by Cousin Jay.
We were just really close.
Because I ended up...
I heard
Joe
that.
Jay. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting for somebody to react.
That's the
like you were sucking the air out of
I'm
my
reacting
ear.
if it means anything.
You did the thing. You clicked the thing, right?
I did click the thing.
And that thing. Okay, I'm sure they can hear us. Hold on. Let me hit it. Look, I just want to make sure they can hear us before I say anything.
I mean, because it's going to be that astounding.
Well, I just don't want to have to do it again. I got you guys. All right, good. Who is that?
Technical alpha.
Keith Speroni.
What's up, Keith?
Yo!
Yes.
So, welcome to Awesome Talk, Season 12, Episode 1 on October 15, 2019. There are a lot of things to celebrate tonight. Number one is the start of the 12th season. The 12th season. And
Hey.
let me tell you something that's really fucking interesting about
Cheers
this.
to that.
Is when this fucking thing started, over 6 years ago,
And that's how it starts.
That sounds sorry.
I didn't know that half the people that are on this show now would be on the show. I didn't know some of the people who are on the show now. And I look around and I go, this is truly a great Awesome Talk that we have here right now. Like, this is a great, it's awesome frothing at the mouth.
It's the best cast
The best
out
cast.
of all of Awesome
Well,
Talk.
let's not
Almost
get too ahead of ourselves here.
Name a better one.
Yeah.
I dare you.
You're setting a standard here.
No one's been able to
bar
drop
just a little bit for the first show of the season.
to drop like all most other famous people do into the Me Too movement or anything like that. So we should,
You guys are
Take it
okay.
nice and easy.
You guys are all right. You guys are okay.
We got a bunch of non-rapey ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's like a rule in comedy. They tell you, do not play me up. Don't say I'm like the best.
Yeah.
And that, because then the audience will turn against you.
Really?
Right away. Like
That's a thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
This guy's the best you ever heard.
No, you're just good. The next guy sucks so fucking bad.
Yeah.
I can't even believe he's coming out here. He's so fucking awful. And everyone's like, I love him.
Yeah.
We all love him.
Jerry Seinfeld actually commends Dave Chappelle for his ability to do that and get away with it. He calls it dodging lasers. He's like, this guy dodges lasers all the time. Like, he says he's great. He says he's rich. He says he's this.
You ever seen
and
the bit?
The audience is still on his side.
Yeah,
Like,
the bit
he
where
gets
Chappelle
around
comes
it.
out and he goes, every night backstage, because a lot of people get nervous. I look from behind the curtain, I see the whole crowd, and I go, this is going to be fucking great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be
That's
great.
him. Yeah.
That guy's a fucking magician.
Fucking
He's
love Dave
Amazing
Chappelle.
human being.
He's so natural, too. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that he, took such a long break and then came back and I remember Dave Chappelle from my childhood, Killing Him Softly, Half Baked and stuff, and then
Yeah.
he came back and the new stand-ups were actually just as good, if not better, than the old ones.
Yeah.
Like, that's something.
Yeah.
That's something.
I don't know. I thought his last one was a little weaker than the rest of them. Just the last one he did, it seemed like he was doing a contractual obligation. That's the way I felt about the
The
last
Sticks
one.
and Stones one?
Yeah, like the last one that he did.
The
it
new-
was like,
the new one
Yeah,
that
the
was
new
just
one.
out?
The one that
I
just
haven't
came
seen
out.
that.
I don't know. Some people
Yeah.
say it's a masterpiece of comedy because he
It was good.
sincerely
It was
didn't
solid,
give a fuck.
but I think it was it wasn't his most animated. I don't think it was.
Huh.
He kind of, you
I
could
didn't
tell he
get to
was.
see it. I was looking for it, and it was just like a bunch of bootleg, terrible sound quality, cell phone.
Netflix is
recordings
like
of it.
$3
I
a
was like,
month.
what the fuck? Netflix. I don't want Netflix.
Plus Netflix Netflix has the Invader Zim movie. And that's
Fuck yeah, the
I waited
Invader
like
Zim movie.
15 years for that.
Nice show, Rick.
Somebody.
Thank you, Keith, for that. Jessica Murphy, welcome. Jesse Craze.
Oh, that's Stir Crazy. That's a producer I know.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show, dude.
What do we do? He's a good man.
And I just want to welcome, I'm so happy that to kick off tonight, our guest tonight is Gibby Stites, man. So, I want to welcome Gibby
Thank you.
Stites,
I appreciate
man.
it.
I saw Gibby perform a few weeks ago at the Mill Hill, and it was just so fucking good. Stones was there. We both were there.
Yeah, man. It was a good
And,
time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I didn't
And
recognize.
the-
They were out there for date night.
Yeah.
yeah, we were out there. We were holding hands, and
And I serenaded them. And
Yeah.
went down.
it was so romantic. It's so
I remember
romantic.
like it was
Stones and
yesterday.
Rick had their like private table
We
up front,
did.
like in
With the
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
with the little candle and the white fucking
Yeah, the waiter
man.
like walked in
And,
through
and Rick did one. Rick wanted one of these. He
It
was
was,
like,
it was
yeah.
more like a it was more like a soup can that was just had
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Like,
I can see that. Do you have a lapel?
Oh.
I could get
Wear
one.
like a smoking jacket.
A Dave.
I can
like
make
a-
one.
Blue, like a
there's an
blue
invention
velour
for
of
you.
smoke.
You can
Just the
certainly
lapel
sew
that you
one.
can wear.
Look, you know
So
what?
you can put
Fuck the
stuff
blue
in it.
velour, but I gotta tell you something. I am really into the idea of wearing leisure suits. And I think it's a movement that we
Did
can
you like Leisure
start.
Suit, Larry?
Like leisure suits, like
Dude,
what
your
Cousin
face
Eddie.
went from like hope to like you're like as he went on with his explanation of what was a good idea.
No,
Cousin
it was a
Eddie.
good idea until he was like, we can start.
Yeah.
the movement.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I
I'm
want to
not
be the guy
doing
that
this
starts
alone.
that movement.
Look, nobody does. Nobody does that kind of a race alone.
No one should.
I mean,
There's
yeah.
a reason why no one's done it.
It's not really a race if
I mean,
you
you
by
can get,
yourself.
Like
Be a
cousin,
trend
Do you wear like a
You know?
pair of skippies when you walk around the house? Like, is it like?
I do
really
things,
pointy boots.
I do things in my
Oh,
life for
yeah.
me, Rick. I don't care about anybody.
I wanted to bring
Yeah.
zoo suits back at one point in time.
I'm
I was
down
like,
for
that's
that.
probably
I
a
would
bad
love a zoot
idea.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's a
Just
bad
like the way
idea.
it sounds.
Don't, the zoot suit's got really square shoulders, right? Is that the
And they're
whole
really
thing?
long
Giant.
shit.
And they're really
but you
big,
have to
right?
do it like
They're
with
like
a
the
crew. You can't
Jenkos
do it like one
suits.
person.
Right, you gotta go in like the
you gotta walk
Mighty
around
Mighty
like
Bosstones.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not even
With the
familiar
wolf
with
and
this.
Something
the,
has to
and
be
the chick
checkered.
singing.
Yeah. The what?
The old cartoon with the wolf and watch
Yes,
the
yes,
girls
where he
sing.
steps all like
That's-
weird,
that's
like
a
nah,
zoot suit.
Cab Calloway shit.
Yeah, right.
Cap
I can see
Calloway.
that.
With like a wallet chain and a fucking pocket watch that you pull out of your.
And a striped fedora.
Just
Yeah,
swing it.
with a red feather sticking out of the side.
Yeah, man.
Flipping a quarter in the other hand, like, hey.
Hey, buddy.
Swinging the pocket watch, flipping the quarter. It's hard. That takes
Yeah.
dexterity, man.
20 bucks.
You never look at the quarter. You never look at the quarter. You're like, how the
It's
fuck
like
do you
a
do that?
special quarter
Look
with
at
a
that fucking
string
quarter.
attached. that,
You have
like,
no
keeps-
fucking idea how many times
Seriously.
I've done this.
Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
I just do
Hey,
this all day.
hey, you wanna say hey? Bring back 1930s lingo and shit.
It's called
Dude, we talk about
transatlantic.
that on
Is that what they call that?
Yeah,
That's
we,
what
we've
that
had
accent is.
extensive.
Yeah.
like,
Well, aren't you a
Facebook-
pocket full of firecrackers?
Back then you drop the quarter, you lose like fucking $300.
Like half your I was gonna
Oh,
say I should
shit.
have quarter guy a
There
lot
goes my
farther in
fucking
life.
weekly
Right?
intake.
That's my paycheck right there. I just dropped
But think
in the
about it. If
sewer
you're
grade.
just flicking a quarter, not giving a fuck, people are like, that motherfucker's
that
got
guy.
money to
Yeah.
blow.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. That's what I felt about the fucking Willy Wonka movie. Because like Charlie Bucket finding that money on the street seemed so fucking unlikely at
Yeah.
that time and
Yeah,
in
that's
that
like-
place,
that's
and
like
I
a
just
paycheck.
never believed that that part was possible.
part of
The
the
double
magic.
set of grandparents sleeping in the same bed every night didn't
What
seem out of place
in
either.
the
Yeah, what
We're
an
really
asshole.
relying
What
on
an
Charlie.
asshole
All four of them are
grandfather
like,
is.
we're all
I know.
dying.
I
Since
know.
they're doing nothing all his
Yeah,
life and
they
then
lived on
pops up
cabbage
like,
soup.
let's go.
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah,
Oh, we're going to the
Let's
candy
go to
I mean,
Walkerville.
let's just
factory.
consider that 4 elderly people, a husband, wife, and a little boy all lived in one room and only ate cabbage soup. I just want you to imagine the
smell.
aromas
And only one dude
of
worked.
living
The
there.
smell.
Stank ass
It's
80-year-olds.
nothing like
One
they
day,
had
I mean,
the shit
in the
one
valley.
afternoon without a shower.
Yeah.
That place.
Well, they don't
No,
sweat.
no, they were
They
plenty
don't
of
sweat.
afternoons. The aromatics were off, man, for sure.
They sweat. They don't have AC back then.
No, but old people don't sweat.
Listen,
Those glands don't
sweat
work
if
anymore.
4 people are in a bed together with no AC in the summer, I don't care how old you are.
Cabbage.
Charlie's father looked like the guy in Poltergeist, the old man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So he doesn't sweat. The glands don't exist anymore.
They don't work.
cabbage is coming
Until
out
he
of
found a
somewhere.
golden ticket, and that motherfucker did a cartwheel out of the bed and was like, "I'm ready to
There's a lot
go."
of other shit that stinks.
He's
though.
like, fuck
Yeah,
work,
like
but
cabbage
I can go to the
farts.
chocolate factory, no problem.
Cabbage farts.
Cabbage soup
Aftermath.
farts.
What is what does under the comforter smell like?
You don't want
terrible.
to. You don't want to ever lift that.
Like if you
comforter.
imagine all 4 of those people hotboxing.
Who's washing the comforter?
Hot boxing the
I
cabbage
think the
farts.
mother.
And don't they ever get out to like go to the
In charge of
bathroom? Like what, how does
No.
that
4
work?
different.
They just mess
4
their
different
diapers.
digestive tract cabbage farts.
That's 4 asses.
I think we got
That's
way off
four
the
Four
asses.
old asses.
4 old asses.
All farting cabbage soup.
Oh my god.
Nothing but cabbage soup.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
There's not a
That
goddamn
should be a
thing.
candle scent.
That's a lineage of bacteria in
Yeah,
your guts.
I'd be
man.
heading right. I'd be heading right to the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
You give me something dessert.
Could you imagine living
My
off
body's
of
been craving
cabbage
sugar for
soup
months.
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and being able to fucking smell a chocolate factory down the street the whole time?
Yeah, Charlie's grandfather was like this walking around.
Hey, my mom is in the chat.
Oh Jesus!
Robert Bunting is there. He says that's some random conversation.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Thank
That's
you.
our
I don't
show.
even know
Thank
how
you
we
very
got
much.
started on that.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna let it take it, where it takes us. We can do it around the bar now. We haven't done one of those yet.
Oh god, what is that?
So that's when you say your name and something about yourself.
Oof, I feel like I'm in school.
So my name is
Tell
Rick.
us why you're here.
On the spot.
My name is Rick, and I thought that El Camino was a masterpiece.
Amazing.
Oh.
Amazing.
Please don't spoil too much. I'm in the middle of it.
All right, you got it.
Thank you.
I thought they were
I don't know
kinda
what to
shitty
say
cars.
after that. That's. I don't. What's El Camino?
El Camino is the Breaking Bad movie that just came out.
Oh, you did a viewing of that here, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah. And it was good.
It was good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay, well I'm Rob. I don't know what El Camino was until about 30 seconds ago. But
You were all here to witness
I
it.
did love Monster Squad 25 years ago, so Monster Squad's a good movie.
All right.
Monster Squad.
Yeah, Wolfman's got nards.
Yes, Wolfman, it got nards.
Yeah.
My name is Horace. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm Pat, and sold half my Bitcoin today.
Good for
Are
you.
you rich?
Nah, I'm just getting out of debt.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. I mean,
I need to get rich to get out of debt
Yeah.
just to be at
Pretty
zero.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's how it works.
I'm Gibby, and I have not finished the El Camino movie. I'm about 30 minutes deep into it.
Okay. All right.
What I got for you?
Welcome.
I'm Stones, and due to the onslaught of cuffing season, my guard is way up.
I applaud that.
Well, that was all right.
Wow.
Unpredicted. Cuffing season. Hey,
I don't think it's a
keep
thing.
that wall up.
It's a thing.
I don't think it's really a thing.
You gotta look it up. It's out there.
It is
That's a thing.
That's an old
That's a thing.
Season. It's an old thing, all right.
It's an old school term.
Yeah, it's old school as fuck, is what it
Old
is.
school, like
It's like
5
calling a homeless
years.
person a hobo old school.
No, it isn't.
No.
It's not that
It's
old
like
now.
5 years.
Cuffing season?
The term.
Is it? Is it that?
Cuffing?
Yeah, that's not an old.
Like, hey, it's winter.
term.
Want to
Yeah,
celebrate
yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
with me?
yeah.
He gets it.
I need Christmas presents. Would you like to buy me things?
Let's go pick out orange sweaters together.
Warm, ugly sweaters. We'll do ugly sweaters.
Hoodie season.
Yeah, cuffing season's when you lose all your hoodies.
Yeah.
And
Oh, good
You see
point.
what I'm saying?
Good point.
Nah, that's why you gotta find a girl to fit your hoodies, and then you switch it on them.
You
gonna take hers?
You still
Can't
end
hurt.
up.
I can't. It doesn't work for me.
You
too
gotta date
often.
somebody just a little bit larger than you.
Yeah,
so
but
they can't
hers
take
are all
it.
like Me Too and feminist for life, and they're like, this isn't fucking fair.
Think about it.
And then-
They're not gonna take
They
it.
help
Date
you
somebody
get
just a
even
little
more
bit bigger
girls,
than you.
really.
They ain't gonna lose
That's
a goddamn
true.
thing.
No,
But
no.
only a specific.
This is
type
so
of girl.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You leave that right here, huh?
Oof.
Because then you have to chase after it after things don't work out, which is inevitable.
Anyways, I have some hoodies that I really miss, and if you're watching this,
You know who you are.
yeah, that's fucked up. It's been like 6 years. Come on.
I don't fucking.
Get your
Shit
shit
back.
together.
I'm cold over here.
It's
My
specific
nipples
now.
are hard.
I had a bright red
They
hoodie
have
I
been.
used to wear all the time, and people started calling me the Red Menace.
Isn't that Russian Superman?
That was in high school. What?
No,
Oh, that's Red Cape.
That's Red Skull.
Oh.
something red.
Something
No,
wrong.
that's German. He's German. He's a Nazi. It's like Russia.
And you
It's the other
are-
Russia.
Oh, and so we're continuing around
No
the
one.
bar.
No one.
I don't even belong here. I crawled out from under the bar.
What's up, Kristen, Ariel, Robert, Margaret? That's my mother. Chance Gerbolini, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Hi, guys. Monster Squad. El Camino was a 10 out of 10. Dutch. Rob Bunting said Dutch oven.
Touch up.
I think he's
So-
talking about the
cabbage.
He was talking about the
Cabbage
cabbage
farts.
farts. We're back to the cabbage
It always
farts
comes
again.
back to the cabbage farts.
Everything does. Everything does. 4 old people. Old people. Let me tell you something. One time I was at a job. I won't say which job, but I was at a job. And a woman came and sat down next to me, and she was 93 years old. And while she was talking to me, she farted.
Did you know she was specifically 93?
Yes, because she told me she was 93.
Oh, when you're 93.
Yeah, when you're 93, you tell everybody you're fucking 93. Okay, and she was like a soft little egg with like a few white hairs on top. And she's like, "Hello, I'm 93." And then she farted.
In that order?
The thing is that was like 10 years ago, and I can
that
still
fart was
remember
a
it.
93 out of 10.
Like I can remember.
Did she fart or was that her natural?
No, it was a fart.
It's like that South Park with,
It wasn't
those,
like a
with the
natural
old lady in
creek or
the,
crack.
the hall
Yeah.
with the figurines. Just farting on
Did she
everybody.
dust you? Was it like a?
No, she was just sitting next to me, and it sort
How
of
did you know she farted?
enveloped us.
How did you know she farted?
How do you know it
Oh,
wasn't
she
you?
had probably
I
ripped.
heard it.
Like, blah, 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 blah.
No, it wasn't like. I can see why you think that, but I think it was more like
Just
a.
old loose, loose
Yeah.
fart.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
She's an El Camino.
It was more like
She's
a,
an El Camino.
Just blap, blap.
it was more
El
like a,
Camino. Blah, 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 blah,
it was more like a.
and everything comes full circle.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what the movie's actually about.
Like, she tried to
Not
hold it
Breaking
in,
Bad.
but couldn't.
you know, like when a
And it was like,
mosquito
"Wah!"
flies really close to your ear for a second.
Yeah.
That's what the fart sounded like.
Oh my god.
Like,
Were you like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Oh
what the
shit,
fuck?
lady.
and then I was like, ugh.
She probably didn't even know.
Oh, my heart.
And here's the worst part. The worst part is you then try not to breathe
I
with
love
your
that
nose,
There's a worse part.
but you breathe with your mouth. But then you realize all you're doing is sucking in fart parts.
Oh, yeah,
Start
bring it
backing
close
up
to your
slowly.
taste
Just
buds,
back
man.
up so she
But
doesn't
then
notice you're backing up.
what does the
I was in a
taste?
chair against the wall, Pat.
You get up and be like, hold on 1 second. I
I was
gotta,
up against a wall.
What would that taste like?
gotta run
Insure.
outside real quick.
Yeah, it tastes like insurance.
This conversation.
You could have
got
ran
gross,
out of there
bro.
and hoped that
That's
she
when you
just
gotta do the
forgot.
old school
I could
shove
have.
over the nose.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just, like,
just hide it.
just let it be known.
Just
Monster
stare right
Squad.
at her and be
yeah,
like,
stare right at her.
uh-huh,
Lift.
yeah.
Just
Holy
lift.
shit! Holy shit! There's so many people watching. What is up?
Oh yes.
So I saw that I posted that. No, you posted the thing about what's his name? John Oliver buying all the medical debt,
Yeah.
and then so
Didn't that happen?
Happened a while ago.
did that happen a while ago?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it got me
it happened
thinking.
on the show a while ago,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
finally actually followed through on it and finalized it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it got started.
$15 million
Yeah,
of medical
he
debt
said
for
it out
60
loud
grand.
on the show, and they were like, "Donate the money," and all of a sudden, bang! They had like
Yeah.
shitload of
You
money.
know what? Those 60 grand, that shows you how much of a scam it really is.
It is
It
a
really
fucking
is, exactly
scam, dude.
right.
You get a bag of saline, they charge you like $3 million. Like, what the fuck?
It also shows you the scam of the fact that those companies try to make as much money as they can off dying people, and they can't. So when the people die, the debt's still there, and they'll sell
Right.
it for anything.
That's right.
Like used cars, they're fucking school loans, man. They'll pass the fucking buck on to whoever will buy it because they can't chase after you. They can't beat you up in the street with a club. They'll sell it to whoever they'll
But if
buy
that's
the debt.
really what all this boils down to, is like all these debts are just worth a fraction of what they ask for.
right.
I kind of feel like we could start a campaign where we just continuously crowdfund until we just get rid of all
can't
this.
do it.
No. But, no, here's the thing.
What if we did it in leisure suits?
Like us collecting.
If we did it in leisure suits
did it in
and we
leisure
gave
suits.
the proceeds to John Oliver to handle it,
Maybe if we had zoot
The
suits.
zoot suits, yes.
half of us wear zoot suits, half of us wear leisure suits.
I want the leisure suits because I'm still not 100% with
The
the
Zoot
zoot
Suit
suit
7? The Leisure Suit 7.
You gotta have the big hat.
The
with
Leisure
fat
Suit
like
7,
that.
and we
Oh,
just
wait,
donate
that's what
checks
it
to
is?
John
I
Oliver.
want
That's
that.
it. That
I
sounds
want
That's
that.
good.
it.
want the
Leisure
hat
Suit
with
7
the
paid
Yeah.
off all your
Pinstripe.
debt, bitches. You're
Oh,
welcome.
yeah, like a pimp from like way back when.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Back when suits were purple and ties were green.
Yeah, and hats had feathers. He was
Yeah.
telling.
He was telling me.
He was telling me all
Back
about
when
it.
you were a kid. You remember that, right?
Back in my day.
When you're 93, I feel like you have the right to just let it go.
Damn, we're still
Yeah.
talking about the
I have to
start.
say, I have to
Oh,
say
there's a
so.
delay.
Chris
Oh,
Jarvis
it's
is in the
on-
chat.
It just keeps coming back to it, though.
Chris Jarvis is in the chat. He says Gibby is one dope artist who has been doing all his own work from a young age. Unique voice, good rhymes, dudes.
Dude, he's
Been
doing your around
on-
the bar better than you did it.
Yeah.
Chris, I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, he just filled in for you, dude.
He absolutely did.
We never finished the Around the Bar.
That didn't
We never
happen.
finished her
cares?
on the bar. She didn't want to go, and Matt didn't.
No, Matt spoke to the camera before by himself. It was fucking hysterical. It popped up and it was like. I saw that shit. He zoomed in on his face. He was like,
I wait for no
he was singing Ladies Love Cool James.
Oh. Love how you went all out with the
Ladies love Cool
James.
James,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can
refuse
appreciate
to refer
it.
to him as LL. That's it.
Damn. I don't refer to him often, to be honest. So.
No one should.
In this day and
There it is. Ah, I saw another one.
So
You did another one. He
Did
snuck
you
it in
see
there.
I have a
today?
question
So
for you.
today Giuliani is
Uh-oh.
not going to be.
Trump's lawyer anymore.
Well, no, they subpoenaed him, and he was refusing to follow the subpoena. And it's like, dude, you're a fucking lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
But
come
who's
these
like
guys
the fact that
know,
he,
like, now?
but wait,
No,
but the
who's
fact that
subpoenaing
he's
him though? Who's subpoenaing
the,
him?
for the impeachment
So the
shit,
Congress is
like,
subpoenaing
the
him.
thing that I don't get
It's
though
a
is
whole
like,
different
as
world.
a
It's a whole different
lawyer,
legal
I just
world.
feel like that's like an extra level of like.
Fuck
That's
youism.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
the fact,
crazy.
like
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
nuts.
just some.
Can we
dude
talk
that
about
worked-
the depiction of him on SNL?
I didn't see
see
it.
it.
At all,
Didn't see it.
period. She's Nosferatu, like every time she talks, and it's fucking hysterical because he is out of his fucking
Out of his
mind.
mind.
He
lost
really
it.
is. He
He
seems
lost
like
it.
someone that has some sort of like chemical damage to his brain.
No,
and it, like,
these
no,
people are
I'm
literally at a
serious,
point
'cause
where
if you-
dementia's
if you,
kicked
like,
in and
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
calling
See,
his
no,
shots.
like if you look at him over the years and like take a clip of him for each
Yeah,
year
you're
for
right.
10 years, like it seems like he was poisoned and his brain is slowly.
He didn't used
like
to
I'm
be
not.
like
I don't
this,
even
yeah.
say it sarcastically.
No,
No,
like,
he was way more
seriously
sinister once
seems
upon a
that
time.
way.
Well,
He
that's
used
the
to
thing.
climb on top of rubble for
coherent
fucking
sound.
photo ops
He was
once
at,
upon
he
a
was
time.
at ground zero. I'm sure there's some sort of fucking problem that he
Yeah.
contracted from that.
I'm
That's
sure
what I was
there's
talking
some
about.
sort of problem
He's
that
the guy
he
that said
denies
we're gonna
exists.
pull the building.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Remember
He
that?
what?
He was on the news saying they were gonna pull the Tower 7
Seven.
or whatever.
Him and the
Before-
fucking
way
guy that
before
owned
they
the
fucking
building, dude.
demolished it.
I don't know why the
Flat
fuck
out
they
said
never
that.
He's
just
like, yeah, we're gonna
admitted
pull
they
the
did
building.
that.
There's nothing.
Yeah,
we can
like,
do.
if they
But it
just
was
admitted that they-
admitted. That's why I don't understand why there's any mystery. Like
Yeah,
people
yeah,
now
me
are
too.
like,
I don't understand the controversy.
I don't understand why people are like, no one knows what happened. It's fucking Building 7, Building 7. It's like, dude, on fucking PBS, like, not even that long after, they interviewed the guy who, like, owned a big portion of the building, and his words were, they decided that he said, all right, well, we're going to pull it. Like, he said that. I don't
Yeah.
understand why it's like history erased that interview,
Right.
and it's like, why is it a mystery?
And that
what
now it's a
happened? We
conspiracy
know.
theory.
I remember
I don't know
watching
why
it.
it is. It
None
seems-
of it should be a conspiracy theory. None of it should be. It's inevitable. Regardless of whatever happened. It's something that,
I hope one day
The
there's a
country knew was a
conspiracy theory about
possibility.
Awesome Talk.
you know what I mean?
When
What?
he said that
I
on
know
the
it's a
news,
touchy
everybody
subject, man, but,
around
like-
me was like, "Oh, well, they're gonna take the building down, demolish it,"
Right.
and then all of a sudden they were denying that it was demolished. We were all like, what?
Yeah, I don't get that part.
Why would you deny it if
I don't
you
get
just
that
said you were
part.
gonna do that?
Yeah.
Like nobody would have cared.
But
if you
but
would
but
just
you know,
say,
but the type
"We're gonna
of
take
dumb
it down."
shit that it stirs up to do it that way. Like, just come out and make a clear statement. There was no one. The building was evacuated.
Right.
Who gives a shit?
Right.
The building was damaged from something that hit it. Just say it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't.
just say
I don't.
it. Just,
I don't
why the
get.
fuck-
And I also don't get
You know
why
why?
we could
Because
watch.
Enron.
I know the Enron evidence was in the
all that
building.
shit was there. All the evidence from FBI.
But then you know what?
Against all the
Then
big
just tell us that
corporations.
too.
You
Be
know,
like, sorry, the Enron evidence is there. I know
But
you're
there's
not going to
no
believe us,
forward
but
direct
whatever.
Conversation with the people, man. They're not here to tell you that. Kind
They're
of
not
shit.
there to be honest with you. They're here to fucking tell you Columbus
You're
discovered
just there
us.
to allow them to
Oh,
continue
dude, I was going
manipulating
to start
it.
tonight with Fuck Columbus Day. I was going to start
You know what
tonight
I
with
mean?
Fuck
Like-
Columbus Day.
I gotta go home.
I saw somebody make an argument like, why aren't people mad at like Cortez and shit? It's like Cortez doesn't have a fucking holiday.
What
Like
do
he
you mean
discovered
mad
the
at
country.
Cortez?
You know
For
I
what?
mean?
Cortez had one
I don't know.
goal in
Like I
mind.
didn't understand what the
To
fucking
follow
dude was
what
saying at all. It
fucking
made no
Columbus
fucking
did.
sense to me.
Cousin Jay here, showing some love, watching y'all do your thing, bro. Ham.
That's the cuz.
Did I not-
America!
I
You know,
not-
have you ever seen that video
What video?
of Rudy Giuliani? They did one of those cut videos. You know where like they do those crazy videos where the shit like it's the standard video, but they cut it and they edit it to where like the camera zooms in on shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then there's like that random awkward clapping
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
They got one with Giuliani when he gave the speech when he was
Super
endorsing
deluxe
Trump.
videos.
Yeah, when he was endorsing Trump, and it's ridiculous.
Really?
man.
Did you see the one that came out today with this morning with Putin?
No.
Oh my god, dude, it's so funny, and it's funnier because RT's the one that posted it to their Instagram. It's just Putin went to Saudi Arabia and they were playing the Russian anthem for him, and like they have a before video that shows you like an orchestra playing the Russian anthem, and
Like
then
what
it
it's
cuts
supposed to be?
Putin standing there with like the Saudi officials and they're playing the Russian anthem, and it's like "Arr, arr,"
Yeah, it's like a
and it like
nightmare.
zooms in on Putin's face, and he's like. Like you can tell
It's
he's
the
like
fucking
not
best.
sure what the fuck they're playing.
It's the best. Yeah, the one with Giuliani is ridiculous. It's just he loses his mind. He's like America, and then there's dead silence, and there's like
I almost ran into him once. I told that story on there though.
Because he didn't know where he was.
No, it was because I was
Probably.
looking for a bathroom, and he was passing through the college that I was going to, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I had to go really bad, and I was running up a flight of stairs, and as I turned the corner, he was standing right there. I literally went like this, and I was like, oh! And he was like, hello. And he just walked through, and he had a whole fucking entourage of people with him. What a strange encounter. What a strange thing to think that somehow my life intersected with Rudy Giuliani's for just a second. Isn't that weird?
I was in a public bathroom with George Takei on Broadway, and he did not have an entourage.
And did you guys talk in there? Or?
No.
What the fuck is wrong? We're standing at neighboring urinals?
How do
Yeah,
you,
we're fucking
how do you
pissed,
not
pissed.
talk
How do you not-
to George Takei?
Because they were pissing. It's not like
It's George Takei.
We're like,
inappropriate.
Have
Like,
you
what's
seen
up,
how
George
open
Takei?
he is about talking about shit?
He should be like, nice dick.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Dude, we
Right,
had
like, what do
fucking
I-
tickets
So
to
you'd
go
be
see him
like-
talk a couple months
You'd be
ago,
like,
and I had food
oh
poisoning.
my.
Yeah.
You know?
It
George
sucked.
Takei doesn't fuck around, man.
Wait, so I want to go back to the Columbus Day thing, because
Let's
you
not.
said, fuck it. Why fuck it? What is your problem with it?
I don't have a problem with it.
It was Porgy and Bess, if anyone gives a shit.
No one gives a shit.
What's your point? What did you want to bring up about it?
So changing it to Indigenous Peoples Day, does that make sense?
I guess. I mean,
You're a history professor,
don't you
so,
think that we
so here's
don't you
the
think
thing.
that we do that shit like out of hindsight and go, all right, let's do this, and then it causes controversy for the sake of causing controversy? Like, all that did was upset the population.
Sure.
Italian population. It caused America to go up in a fervor about nationalistic bullshit and whatever.
Right.
Did it give credit where credit's due? Of course, but like,
But
you
are
gotta
we
understand, like 50% of this country's got like a 10th grade fucking reading level. So like,
I do understand that,
Yes.
but part of the reason is because we're allowed to continue to believe fairy tales, and Columbus is one of those fairy tales, and it's really strange that this has gone on as long as
well,
it
don't you
has.
think that to a certain extent, conservative and liberal values, right? Liberal values tend to be a little bit more progressive, and that pisses people off because it's new. Nobody likes newness.
And change.
Nobody likes change, right? So if you want to look at it,
no,
Republican
well,
values,
there's another part to that. The other part to that is people don't like to think that they're not right,
right?
and there's a certain.
But
type
if
of
you've
person's
limited
like,
the
way
education
I live
of
is
people,
right, the
and
way
it
you
got
live
stopped
isn't right,
at
you have
in
to live right.
1492, Columbus failed the ocean blue, and that's a
He
mythological
failed the
fucking fun
ocean
thing.
blue.
Sailed.
He actually did. That's actually good. He did.
He lied and said he saw it.
But
first and he didn't.
if you've been raised in that mentality, and then all of a sudden historians, people come out and go, yeah, it wasn't that great, you know, but those people didn't go to college. College wasn't available for those people. They didn't
Right.
go past what a textbook told somebody in 10th fucking grade or 11th grade. So they
Right.
loved that nationalistic shit because you were told to fucking love that shit.
Right.
When you really look at history, and that's what's hard being a historian or a history teacher, is that it's like, yeah, here's all the cool shit. And then here's the objective ugly shit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make everything look so great.
Right.
You know, it's like Nazis in Germany, and Germany having to teach, you know, German history and go. And then there was that time.
That we did this.
Fuck.
For noble reasons, not for
Do
money.
me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you guys go to the bathroom for a second, and I'll talk about all this while you're not here? You
Yeah.
know, like, there's an aspect to it where it's like, we sold you this shit, but
Yeah.
you know, when you're saying it to somebody who's 7 years old, they're like, and they get the song and shit. And then you're like, well, there was money involved, and there was rape involved, and there was all kinds of finances
And
involved.
slavery,
and like,
and
you
You
know,
know why
Yeah.
parents are pissed? Because it's one more day they have to spend with their kids.
right. Gives them a day back to
They
their
don't have
kids.
a day off of
And it pisses Italians off more than anything because they were like, we love that shit. And the reality is.
So pick somebody else to love.
But then again, there's the argument of that's a product of the time. You know, like.
Well, yeah,
that-
the Italian. It was Italian immigration, and the Italians didn't have any type of idols to
Right.
really, you know,
And also the
identify
idea that
themselves
if you've
and,
got
and establish themselves
conquistadors
as a
and
culture.
people that are searching for things to colonize, man, this shit
Hell, you
happens.
need
Like,
a holiday for that anyway.
it happened. You know, there's nothing to deny that it happened as a product of what was going
But here's
on
the thing,
at
man.
that time.
Like, let's say.
Should it be a holiday? Absolutely fucking not.
Fuck who Columbus is.
America's named after
The
American Vespucci.
idea-
Why is it
I'm
not a
surprised
Vespucci Day?
you're you know against it because you're a teacher, aren't you?
I'm against what?
Don't you want your day off?
He said day off.
I know, we're gonna get down.
He said day off. What the fuck is that? Can we have a moment of silence?
For days off that nobody gets.
Days off.
No, we didn't
That
get
people
that.
that
We didn't
teach
get
don't
that.
get. Hey.
We didn't get that. No, postal workers and shit like that.
Yeah.
We didn't
Day
get that.
off. What are you?
What, you
I
going
gave
to
up
school,
on
what, you going
those.
to school, just nobody there?
No, we teach.
We teach.
What
I
do
thought
we
you
get
guys
days
like,
off?
slept there like vampires.
My class.
They got caught in the back.
Well, wait, are elementary and high schools off?
Not all of them.
Some of them.
That's what's crazy
Depends.
about all this is that some of them
Weird.
recognize it and some of
Yeah.
it don't. So like,
Well, now, but I'm saying, like, before, all of them recognized it.
There,
Well,
I
when
think there was a
everyone was-
period
I've been
of time.
teaching 15 years. I haven't had a day off on Columbus Day unless I was teaching in a public school, and it depended on what
I
public
remember
school I was
making
teaching.
art and shit on Columbus Day in school. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like the hand turkeys. And,
yeah.
you know,
Turkeys.
I love
know.
hand turkeys.
You sit around and you pretend that Thanksgiving was a good time.
That's what I'm eating this year based on my teacher's salary.
I also
Thank you
remember
for
the
bringing
first
that back.
turkeys.
I'm eating hand turkeys. I'm going to take
Just
a bunch
some
of fucking cardboard cutouts
depressing
and be like,
paper.
Well said, Rob Marchie. Dude, why won't my scroll work
I
right?
still remember the first teacher who told me like the truth about.
Hand turkeys?
So, yeah, exactly. My life.
they were like,
changed that
listen,
day.
it's not a real turkey.
No, they were like,
Stop
listen,
trying to eat the glue and shit.
Well, that
Those
too.
aren't mashed potatoes.
But isn't there also like a sort
taught
of
me the
current
method.
worry where like if we continue to believe bullshit, that it just sort of opens the door to continue to create new bullshit?
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
And we
the
gotta-
world we live in
Why,
now.
You know-
why do we even celebrate that? Like,
We
really?
shouldn't.
Well,
Exactly.
when people get upset about it, it's
There's no
politics.
reason to get
It's
upset
just
about it.
politics.
There's no reason
though.
to do it,
It's a
though.
generational gap that in
holding on to
time will wear
antiquated
itself
traditions.
out. And people
That's exactly
start-
what's going to happen. Because
I mean, it
every
won't
year
totally happen because people will still grasp onto that.
there'll be one island out in Utah somewhere, people just sitting there like, it's goddamn Columbus Day, motherfucker.
I don't know if there's a lot of Mormons.
Think
pissed
about
off
after
about
the election of
Day or
Trump,
not,
people
and
were like, "I
Utah
can
is-
finally say Merry Christmas again," and it was like,
Yeah.
"What are you talking about?"
You
You
could
can
have
always
said that
fucking
anyway.
say it.
You could never
Dude,
not
don't even
say
get me
it.
started
What are you
with the
talking
Keep the
about?
Christ and Christmas people, because they are like in my top 3 most fucking hated. I just do those bumper stickers. I want to rip their car in half and just
How do you
throw it
take
over a
the
fucking
Christ
bridge.
out of Christ Mass? How do you take that
Because
out?
if you're
I
a
put-
fucking evangelical, you have to walk around constantly feeling persecuted by some bullshit you made up in your head. So that way your overtaking of the entire government is somehow something that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Ugh, God.
Oh, I was talking about Xmas. I love, like, I just write it with Xmas to be short, and so many people get pissed
get
about
mad
it.
at that.
So many. You're trying to
That's
X,
insane.
you're trying to X
That's
out
insane.
Christ.
You trying to X out Christ?
Trying to X out Christ.
No, I'm trying to write it in shorthand.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was like crossed out a while ago.
My generation believes in brevity.
Tell them it stands for the cross when you do it.
Yeah.
You caught it. You caught it. The viewers caught it.
That's more like a Timus.
Crossmas.
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 Like, dude,
Although-
the fucking
What's
the
that?
overreaching of religion at this point is not. It's. I mean, it's always there, but it's like
gonna get to
really
it next.
pervasive at this point.
Yeah,
and
it's all thrown in your face
it's
every
like-
fucking minute of the day.
I just
Yeah.
can't take it.
Dude, watch The
I can't
Family. Watch
take
that
it.
documentary, The Family. And when you're like, oh, every single president
Like that
since
shit
JFK
in the-
has been handpicked by one group of people, and wow, that actually looks pretty fucking believable that that's exactly what's been going the fuck on for a long time.
Like that
And the
shit,
only reason
like in
Trump
the
is
news
being
a couple
impeached,
months
by the
ago,
way-
where they're once again talking about how it should be a fucking doctor's right or a pharmacist's right to refuse your treatment based on their fucking religious beliefs. Like, no, go fuck yourself, dude. Why would you apply for a job that you can't fucking do? Like, under certain circumstances, you can't treat a person. You're not gonna be a doctor. Like, fuck you, man.
And plus,
like,
you're giving people
what the
a
fuck
way
is
to
wrong
abuse the
with you?
system. Like,
Yeah,
I
no
don't want to do
shit.
anything now because I'm
like,
just
there are
sitting there and
fucking
nothing.
pharmacists that refuse to fill birth control pills. Like,
Yeah,
get the
that's
fuck
insane.
out of my way, you motherfucker. Like, that shit is insane, dude. And, like, it's always the fucking Christians that get away with it. That's the part that pisses me off the fucking
You're
most.
going to a drug dealer who's like, nah, I don't want to give you these drugs.
Nah, I'm not
You're
supposed
not
to say
cool.
that.
You're not cool enough. Sorry.
Yeah, cool. According to my religious beliefs, I only give these drugs to cool people.
Yeah.
And you don't
Well,
get
it's the hypocrisy of it all. It's the fucking
It sure
hypocrisy
is.
of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's so much of it, and it's like, listen, can we fucking level? You know, it's like there's so many people who prescribe to a certain category, and at that point in time, they're either better than you, or there's a level where the conversation can't be normal. You know, and that's not unique to America, but it's just stupid
Yeah.
because we have progressed so much in a society that if I live a certain way and you live a certain way, your way is better than mine, and I don't know anything compared to you, right? It's like social Darwinistic bullshit. Like,
Have we socially painted ourselves into a corner, and that's why everything's imploding?
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I wonder that.
Well,
Like,
it's high school.
like you can't make jokes about that anymore. Yes, I can. No, you can't. You can't believe in this. You can't believe in that. You can't. And it's just like everything's just sort of ping pong balling in one tiny
Well, I
space
don't
now.
like how it's.
Yeah, like a
you're not able to-
Yeah. Everything. Just, funny, not funny. Funny,
It's
not
not
funny.
bing,
Funny.
bang, bang. It's
Yeah,
Why
right.
are we
That's
not
where we
able
are.
to confront shitty behavior anymore? Like, why is that a thing? Like, if something is really fucked up, this guy's doing something really fucked up, why aren't we able to say something about it?
Because a lot of times now
No.
we go, well, did he deserve it? Well, the door. Like fucking a chick says she's assaulted. Well, yeah, but I mean, she has a history of like, you know, like it's like there's like such a
There's
crowd of
always an
people
excuse
ready
for,
to be like
or we
backing up
can't
the
talk about it,
fucking
or we can't say
bullshit.
anything.
Well,
It's like, why? Why can't we?
What gets me is that you say
what
something
it
like
is?
that, and it's like, all right, well, we have freedom of speech, so you can
Yeah,
say something.
yeah,
you can call
exactly.
out some bigot, racist piece of shit who says some things that are fucked up,
But now
and then
people
all
are
of a sudden it's
like,
like, oh, but we have freedom
whoa.
of speech. It's like, yeah, freedom of speech, but why are you a piece of shit? So here's my freedom of
Right.
speech. Why are you saying stupid, fucked
Yeah.
up shit to
Right.
somebody for absolutely fucking no reason? Go back over there and mind your fucking business.
You have the
Like,
freedom to say what you want. I have the freedom to respond to
Right.
it.
Right. That's the
Exactly.
first thing about the Constitution people need to understand.
Yeah.
It gives you the right to give you things, to also give you the right to not do fucking stupid things because someone will
Right.
actually do it back to you.
It's the right to make your own choice.
Right. You got the freedom of speech? Go ahead, say it. I got the freedom of speech to call you a fucking asshole
Yeah.
because you said it. Like, that's what it is.
And that's like looked down upon now.
yeah.
To some extent, it is. Like
Yeah, being honest is looked
Yeah,
down
don't
upon
be honest.
in any way.
Don't offend people. Don't do this. It's like,
It's
but you're a
across the
piece of
board.
shit. Of course, I'm gonna fucking want to say you're a piece of shit. You know, like,
Yeah.
well, why?
A lot of people can't have disagreements without arguments in this day and age. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't have just a level-headed conversation where you both have opposing views, but you're
Yeah.
just speaking.
But
Yeah,
something's
it's-
happened
you know what I
though.
mean?
But something's happened to that art though, and the problem is that people who are now clearly in the wrong get to use that argument now. It's like, oh, I'm alt-right. No, you're a racist piece of shit. You're not alt-right.
Yeah,
just because you
wanna call it
softened
something
the
else.
language and you turned your ideas from racist to controversial doesn't mean you're right. You're an asshole. You know what I mean? So it's taken people who are clearly in the wrong and they've awarded themselves a whole other softer language to use, as if to say, "Well, we just have opposing
Yeah,
views."
it's like
no, you're not a
pedophiles starting
bigot. and
NAMBLA.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a bigot. I'm not a bigot. Those are the
Right, but you
differences.
saying that,
What's
right?
yeah.
You saying that out loud, or the comments that I just made, or anything that anybody agrees with here is automatically liberal or Democrat.
Exactly right.
And they're
label.
neither-
hold on.
Label.
Yeah,
True.
They're,
It's
fucking,
just-
they're,
right.
not, they're neither of them. It's not politicized.
but the-
It's like,
Exactly.
they're
But
just
there's
a
something-
It is
jerk-off.
now though.
There is something that you're missing about the. So
Yeah, please.
The
Can't even
far
police each
right's
other anymore.
views on classes, I think, is the reason why the racism is so pervasive. I don't think that they're all necessarily racist. I think that their idea about that there should be different classes of people,
Yes.
and there should be different income levels, and that certain people should control other people, and that's just how our capitalist society works, and blah blah blah. And just because we're on the opinion that, you know, we don't think that it's right or fair, that doesn't mean that they don't think that it isn't right or fair. They think that that is right and fair, that there are different classes of people. So that's really the, you know, and it sucks that racism always gets injected into that because of the actual racism that's occurred that led to those different classes.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Of course, I mean it's not fair completely. Nothing is. Like, there's not gonna anything to be completely fair with any of this stuff, especially classes, because a lot of the middle class isn't
What
even
middle
in our
class?
Yeah,
demographic. Like,
Yeah.
40,000 above is middle class now. All these people that are
Yeah.
complaining about the middle class disappearing aren't even in the middle class. They're
Right.
fucking poor.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no. There's
Yes.
the one thing that people will
And
do notoriously is
They're
vote
like
against
they're
themselves.
voting against. That's what I was just
Constantly.
getting to. They're voting against
They do
You
it
themselves.
also got to think about
Constantly.
thinking that there's
People
something
view.
else that they're not, and it's like,
Right.
you don't even know what the fuck
Because
you're talking
look,
about. You don't even know
before the
what's
show
going
started
on.
tonight, I said that it used to be about having the right idea. So we were talking about comedy before you got here, right? We're talking about comedians, and I said it used to be. I said if George Carlin were alive now and doing his act, he'd be attacked from all fucking sides because he makes gay jokes, trans jokes, all kinds of things. But the one thing we know about George Carlin, and the reason why he holds like a prophet to all of us, is because we knew he had what was right in his heart all the time. I think he fucking wanted what was good for people at all times, and what his act was a criticism of that. I totally forgot what the fuck my point was. What were we talking about before that?
Yeah, once you start thinking about George Carlin, it just
it just went away.
yeah,
It's
just get overexcited.
everywhere.
Voting against themselves.
Voting against themselves.
Voting against themselves.
But he
right.
loves
So
you.
my point was this. My point was that you can look at George Carlin and you could say, okay, we know what was in his heart, right? But then you look at other people and it's like,
Lost it again.
what you do doesn't matter as much as if you look like you're the type of person who do a certain thing. So when it comes to politicians, it doesn't matter if they do the right thing. It just matters if they say they're going to do the right thing. So the image of the person who does the right thing is what they're selling now.
Well,
they don't have to sell you any truth at all.
What did he tell
anymore.
you? George Carlin for years was like,
Sorry, I went slow on that.
I think he had a stroke halfway.
Yeah, I felt like I did, but I got through.
You look at him and what he's saying when he's in his comedic script is, because the man's obviously beyond intelligent. He was beyond intelligent, right? So the guy's out there and he's saying they project the option of choice, right?
Yeah.
The country projects an option of choice, and it's there. You got Democrats, you got Republicans. You can pick a football team if you want, right? But like, that's his main thing, is that you live in a country where you think you have the choice, but you're being led
Right.
by the politics, by the economics, all of that stuff. That was his main point all the time, is that forget all the color shit, forget all the financial shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you think you have a choice.
Right.
They feed you the choice.
But he also was able to pinpoint that we're also being led by like personality points. He always was able to take people and boil them down to, they're preying on your weaknesses.
List
They're
of people
preying
I
on
can
your-
do without. And he lists the whole comment on people that...
But it was always deeper than that. It's like he was able to break people down to their most minute behaviors and show that like those are parts of your person. Look how much the same you all fucking behave.
Right.
Look how much you fucking do without thinking all the fucking time. Please stop doing that all the fucking time. He was a good person.
Well, I don't know, man. I've binge watched George Carlin a couple times, and when the couple times that I've done that ended in a dark mental state.
Of course it did. But he didn't mean for that. Like, he meant to open up minds. That guy's fucking brilliant. That
It's kind of
guy's...
repetitious too. When you see like all of his material, it's like kind of
Early on it was. And then it got later on.
We said once
when he got older though, his shit was really good.
Once he
I
figured
like
out
his
he was
older
he
shit.
was a linguist, right? Was that
Yeah, he's a
identifying himself?
linguist, yeah.
Well, when he started identifying himself, is that I think is when it really turned a corner with his material.
Yeah.
But his later material for me was fucking golden. I love that man's older shit.
Yeah.
His young shit's funny, but as he got older and he was like wiser,
The
and he was
deeper it
talking
got.
about,
I don't understand
It's
at
the
the
same-
at the job
Go ahead.
interview for PBS for Thomas the Tank, like, so what do you do? Well, I'm a stand-up comedian. Oh, well, we got this kids show.
Yeah. He was like, I'll lead that tank engine wherever it's gotta go.
Like, I don't see how. Like, how did that happen that way? Like,
Yeah.
that's so. It's a little sideways.
I feel like a lot of comics
I feel
get
that
kinda
way
older
about
to get.
Pee-wee's Playhouse, dude.
What?
Because Pee-wee was like an adult fucking comic.
That's
like,
true, yeah.
His shit was like fucking dirty.
Dirty, yeah.
And then it was like Pee-wee's Playhouse. I'm a 9-year-old boy, and it's like,
that was the
man,
thing.
that's
though. Look
real
at Bob
weird.
Saget.
Because
Bob Saget,
as
same thing,
Pee-wee's
yeah.
Playhouse is
I mean, Bob
happening,
Saget did quite
he's
a movie
still
theater jerking
even as
himself
Pee-wee,
Wait.
like, like even as Pee-wee's Playhouse happened, he was still doing like adult Pee-wee and shit. Like he was in like Cheech and
Yeah, he was
Chong
doing both,
movies and
yeah.
shit. Like, and it was so weird that those two characters, the same character, exist in two totally different fucking universes.
He could be an adult comic and a child's comic at the same fucking
Perfectly.
time. You cannot do that now.
And that was
by
an
the way.
adult theater he was jerking off in. That was when people jerked off in theaters.
That's right.
That
Yeah.
was the good old
That's right.
days.
Make America great again.
That's not even, dude. That didn't
Clap
even
cigarettes.
fucking happen, man.
You know, the floors
It
just
didn't
Remember when I used to
fucking
smoke a
happen.
cigarette and jerk myself off in a theater? That's when America was
Yeah,
great.
back when America was good.
I used to fly in a plane, smoking a cigarette, telling
Yeah.
people of minorities to tell them to go fuck themselves, land, and fucking jerk
bet.
myself
Pay
off in a
cash for a
theater.
ticket.
Right.
You smoke everything.
You just bring an AK-47
nostalgia. My God.
I feel like Red America was great, more or less.
My dad had his kidney stones removed like years,
by
like
hand.
50 years.
They went
whatever.
in
Fuck.
The ashtray in the hospital room was like this, full, just like piled over, just
Oh,
like.
it's a stressful place.
Dude,
He's dying. We're like, fuck. I don't want to die either. Give me another cigarette.
I saw someone
Give me
pushing
another
a
Camel
fucking-
non-filter while I fucking
I saw
smoke.
someone pushing a baby stroller the other day, and in
yeah.
the hand that was holding this pushing the stroller, there was a cigarette, and I'm like, that's like fucking real close to the baby's head.
I was like, that's
what-
so retro.
That's 1985 right there.
So vintage.
What's up, Melissa? Let's see here. Kristen. Let's see. Keith, it's like they wanted us in a caste system.
We
yeah,
are in
exactly.
one.
Nasty point by Rick on the alt-right excuse for being racist. I mean, I'm always willing to have a polite political conversation with someone, this is from Kristen, until they start saying, insert minority group here should be totally eradicated
Yeah.
from our society, then
That's
the
psychopath.
conversation ceases to be polite. Choice is just another system of the Matrix, and then Melissa joined. Man, the chat room is fucking lively
The
tonight.
illusion of choice.
The illusion of choice. Coke or Pepsi, sir? Coke or
Coke or
Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Dude,
Pepsi.
there
How about
would be
RC?
so much more.
I love RC Cola.
Nobody votes for that.
I know.
Mr.
So don't bother.
Pibb. I love Mr.
No, I,
Pibb.
I stopped drinking Pepsi because I knew somebody owned stock in it. I really hated him.
You're gonna trickle down hurt the guy. That's
Trickle down punishment.
Yeah.
I
You
guarantee
got
you, they're
Reagan.
never gonna feel that.
You got
pain.
fucking Reagan.
Trickle down colonomics.
I guess that would be trickle
sounds like a
up
good
though.
album.
That was like trickle up punishment.
You think they're feeling it yet? You think they're feeling the repercussions of your boycott?
Hey, it's got to start somewhere.
It's like,
Just you.
I feel like we should join
You
us.
heard him. You heard him.
we would have broken a record today had we sold just one more Pepsi. Son of a
Guess
bitch.
we're going back to glass.
Yeah.
I feel like we should join in on his cause. I mean, is he not our friend? Like,
Jesus.
who makes this?
Has anybody seen the Joker movie yet?
No, not yet.
I'm not.
It's on the list.
Sunday, I'm
I
gonna
heard
go.
somebody.
Are you
Should I
fucking
see
kidding
it?
me?
I heard
Is it
somebody
on the table?
said-
Nobody's seen the
Is
movie
it worth
yet.
seeing?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, well, fuck.
The reason
Wow,
I
I
haven't
thought
seen it
you
yet.
were like,
Yeah.
no,
No,
I
I
saw
just-
it. Now
I
it's
figured I was
fucking
going to
good.
come in and get some fucking
Somebody
insight.
literally said this was the most artistic piece I've ever seen in my whole life. And I
Oh,
was like, I
man.
cannot watch this now.
Ever.
No, I have to see it. I have to see
What
it.
is this art bullshit?
No, like seriously, you're gonna
Artistic.
say this is better than
Fuck this.
every other movie in
I'm outta
existence?
here.
Like, and you, like, whose opinion am I even
Bring
listening
Bane
to right
back.
now?
So,
Dude,
the only thing I care about
It
is,
just
to
ruined
me,
it for me. I was like, ah.
I like authenticity in entertainment, and there seems to be some real authenticity to the Joker losing his mind in this. And I feel like it's an important point. I feel like, weirdly, it's an important point in the same kind of fucking way that 13 Reasons Why was an
Yes.
important point.
Yes, that's the
because
point of it.
the rawness of something awful is important. Because people don't see it. People don't get it until they really see it.
Right.
13 Reasons Why had to be as
this a
graphic
spoiler?
and fucking god-awful as it
And
was.
this movie's about
Otherwise-
somebody who's a ticking fucking time bomb.
But he seems legit ticking fucking time.
No, he
bomb,
is in real
you know?
life.
Yeah.
You know,
What's up?
Oh, are we getting really in depth with the Joker? With Joker or no?
I don't
Why?
think
Did you
anybody
watch
has
Joker
it?
seen
in general?
Did
or
you
the
see it
movie?
yet?
No.
Nobody
No
here's
one
seen
has.
it.
Okay.
well,
So-
then where are you going?
All we're doing is speculating.
Dude, it is noteworthy that
What are you trying to say? You
How
want
did it end?
to get
Tell me
DC
the
on
end.
it real quick?
Keith Kenny's in the chat. What's up,
You gonna
Keith
get
Kenny?
DC up?
So
Oh, I just want.
Where you want to go?
it ended at the Sundance Film Festival with an 8-minute standing ovation.
Yeah, 8-minute standing
Which
ovation for that
sounds
film.
awkward
Yeah.
to be clapping for 8 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. dude.
Yeah, it does. It does. It sounds pretty
Yeah.
awkward.
What are you thinking?
8 minutes.
I'm
standing
curious.
ovation.
Keith Kenny, hello from the UK, motherfuckers. Thought the Joker was awesome. So that's from
Hi,
Keith Kenny.
All right.
What's
so,
up, Keith? I hope the fucking UK's going great. Keith Kenny is this one-man band who came here, and he was fucking incredible, dude.
And
And he's
he's
touring in
just
the
an
UK
awesome
right
dude.
now,
This
dude.
is fucking
So interesting
awkward as
now.
hell.
Yeah. What's up?
Imagine clapping for 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's
I'd be
gotta
like,
be
why are
weird.
you doing
I
that?
was back on that.
Dude,
You're
that's
only
what I
doing
said
it
the
because
other
other
night.
people are doing it. You know,
Yes.
like, do we
what kind of-
stop?
It's like a monkey.
It's like
That's
mob
like a
men-
monkey mentality right
It's
there.
mob mentality.
Oh shit.
Do we stop?
Yes,
Holy shit.
it's exactly what the fuck it is.
They're like,
Joaquin
enough.
Phoenix.
Enough.
Joaquin
I
Phoenix
think
kills, dude.
After this episode, we will get an 8-minute standing ovation.
Dude, we ought to.
But the dumb thing is that if that happened, it'd be just as stupid as in a movie theater. Like
I'd
when
be
people
mad if
clap in
somebody gave
movies,
me
like
an
at the end of
like,
every
this
Star
gotta be
Wars movie,
sarcastic.
everyone
Yeah, I
claps.
never
And I'm
got
like,
that.
Yeah,
who the
people clap
fuck
Star
do you
Wars
think
movies, yeah.
hears that? Because all you're clapping is for everyone else in
People
the
were
audience. Like,
clean.
the
a bunch
fucking
of
actress
seals.
can't
Right.
turn around and be
Right.
like, holy shit!
But yeah,
Thanks,
but
guys!
But in Endgame, people were like in the middle of Endgame, standing up when shit
It's
happened.
crazy!
I thought
I
so
heard it
too.
was
That was
terrible.
trash.
I heard it
I
was
thought so,
terrible.
too.
Yeah.
I got
I
shit
just
for
saw
it.
it like a week
I
ago,
got
and I was
major
like, what
shit
the
for
fuck
it.
was that about?
Terrible.
It was terrible.
Terrible.
seeing, like, Batman
Infinity
versus
Gauntlet.
Superman. God. Standing up
Infinity
to
fucking
clap
was the
when, like,
shit.
Wonder
So
Woman crashed.
bizarre,
There was
dude.
like
I'm trying to
two
hear
good parts
stuff.
in that
But
whole
don't
movie.
you think if you're all
That was
there to
it.
see a movie together and you're a super fan for that movie, standing up and clapping just lets everybody know we all get it.
We get
We're all here. We're all here together.
I say
Cool.
you just start hugging, start
Cool.
hugging it out.
Let's hug it out.
I sit there and wait
Hey,
for the bloopers.
high five.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
In your fucking Captain America outfit.
That's what they said to Pee Wee.
Asshole.
In the same theater.
Yeah, get it. Go again. Go again.
I can't. It's been like 7 times.
What's the word of the day?
That's an 8-minute standing ovation.
That's it.
Mecca waka hi, Mecca hiney ho.
Sarah, I clapped. All right, on that note, we're going to go to our break. We'll be back in about 25 minutes. We're going to show some of the greatest performances we had last season. And we'll be back in about 25 minutes. So turn that
25,
way the fuck up,
share
share it and like it, and go refill your
thought
beer.
that
Is there a
And
timer?
Keith Kenny, everybody will be there. Yeah, there's going to be a timer up in the corner, so you'll know when we'll be back.
better.
Let me know when the fuck we're
It
out.
was just like a cameo. It was like a
Remember,
bunch of
just
cameos.
just main volumes to go down.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of...
Stevens, and you're watching Awesome Talk. Don't you turn that channel and keep that funk alive.
Alright, this one's for Lil Omega. He loves this song. He couldn't be here. I'm gonna fuck this one up for sure, though. This is a new one. This is how we do it. Yeah, I got this. I'm the Harvey Dent of Trenton. Hit me, but you barely put a dent in. I send you to the dentist. My heart breaks, I mend it. Trenton makes the world's pretending. East Coast realism. Send my New Brunswick friends in. You get high, I've ascended. Give me a bond, I bend it. Give me a rule, I break it. The cycle's never ending. I rap tremendous. I rap condescending. I don't believe in the system, but I am the defendant. I want no detention. I get mad attention. An honorable mention. The point of mad contention. Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Heroes for the rentin'. Feeling friendless. High stakes. Fuck a friendship. DKFG, relentless and endless. Stand up against the tempest. My temper, I'm senseless. Nobody's on the guest list. I get shit, you're bested. I use no Smith & Wesson. Used to go to confession. Now I push it down like it was indigestion. The Catholic Church is evil, protecting priests molesting. I take no suggestions. I take indiscretions to the face and eat them.
Shit out raps from digestion.
My style's impressive. Your style's depressing. I always say fuck off, but this time I meant it. Trenton, I'm a resident. Chambersburg, I'm president. Fuck what you believe in and everything you represent. am now exempt. You ask for strife, it's what you get. My evidence is heaven sent, but hell is where I'm headed next. Sisyphus, 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 666, Sisyphus, 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 Sisyphus. I did better than I thought I would do on that one, so that's a win. That's a win. Awesome talk. DKFG. Thank you guys for having me.
Because really, my song is about Agent Orange. And I've never performed this before. My friend from Italy, Big Tally, made the beat. And it just pulled this out of me. So it's called My Whole Life. Whenever the man with the plan over there is ready. Big Tally on the beat. Killer cows. Everybody got their own story, and this is mine. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. It's that before dishonor, I'll take that to the grave. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. It's that before dishonor, I'll take that to the grave. Willpower too strong to be a product of my environment. My father's still working way past the time of his retirement, but I'm tireless, trying to find an alternative solution. At age 23, I almost died from pollution, dioxin poisoning, aka Agent Orange, and the culprit suffers no consequence for all its carnage. There's alarming statistics. Never thought when I was young I would grow up to be sick. Lost parts of my left lung, and then the right one too, to stop them from collapsing. They eventually had to be fused. Dad was a soldier in the Vietnam War, drafted before age 21. He had a lot to endure. Boots on the ground, spent countless nights in the jungle. Every possession he had tied up in a bundle, not knowing if he would make it back home. It was kill or be killed. He took others' lives to save his own. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. It's that before dishonor, I'll take that to the grave. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. So that before dishonor, I'll take that to the grave. To chemicals he was exposed while they lessen the vegetation. Now let's fast forward to my birth, my creation, and how unsure I was about an operating room becoming my final destination. It was frightening and painful, but I had to do it to survive. I remember the look he had staring in my father's eyes, and how he truly thought he'd unintentionally be the cause of my demise. Papa, I'm a fighter, that's what you raised me to be, and no matter what happens, they can never take that from me. So it'll be death before I ever dishonor your name. Sorry about the past and the mistakes that I've made. I'm the fire that still burns, the flicker in the flame. I'll always be a warrior, that'll never change. This is a burden I wouldn't ever want you to bear. So through this song I live on, so you know I'll always be there. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. So that before dishonor, I'll take that to the grave. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. It's that before dishonor, I'll take that grave. Now I've made some errors in judgment that I won't deny. Most of my friends fell victim to the prison system, and so did I. But I turned my life around, and Lord knows that I try. No more taking things for granted or letting opportunities pass by. Learn to lead by example and pay my debt to society. I just can't conform to the ignorance the rebel still lives inside of me. Took up activism, that's my voice against the system. Incorporated optimism and realism just to try to keep a positive mind. Peace in this calamity isn't easy to find, and when I start stressing, I remember at least I'm still alive to say I'm pissed. So every time I throw up my fist, I represent truth, honor, and originality. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. If they ever challenge me, I'm killer cows. My whole life, I've been trying to take the right path, stepping over hypodermic needles and broken glass, looking back at my past and the mistakes I've made. It's death before dishonor, I'll take that to the grave. You're very welcome.
Awesome.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Agent Orange awareness. Google that.
We're walking around a park right now. Been here for, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so. And well, we come across the lawnmower, man. We've tried to ask people, but they keep thinking that we're referring to the horror movie. So they just kind of look at us and keep walking. I don't know what to do yet, but there are garbage cans that are missing garbage, and there's some that have garbage. This is us sleuthing the white trash way.
Yeah, we're fucking Batman. Decision now!
Sunny side.
Yes?
In late stage capitalism, it's very easy to look out into this world and see a lot of bleakness. But we here at the Swagmatics want you to try your best to realize you have a whole life to live.
Out in the distance, on the horizon, I dreams of a better tomorrow. And maybe today may be cloudy and gray. Every hour is sorrow. Say it's alright. You gotta see the bigger picture. You gotta see the sunny side. It is alright. Let it ride. Down on the corner, under the street lamp, you stand with your hand in your pocket. The world is turning, everything's changing, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's alright. You gotta see the bigger picture. You gotta see the sunny side. It's alright. Let it ride.
Take your friend.
You gotta see the sunny side. Oh, right. Let it ride. Now everybody sing it with me. Yeah. All right. You gotta see the bigger picture. You gotta see the sunny side. All right. Let it ride.
That's fucking amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, dude.
Hi, fans.
Can I just say something? My house is so much fucking cooler than your fucking house.
Yes, it is, bro. Yeah.
It just is.
Truth hurts.
So much gas inside now. That's-
The night grows dark, it gets cold again. Sometimes I wonder where you've been. And even though I've heard all the reasons why, you'll always be that star in my sky. If these walls could talk, they try to forget the time they've spent hearing me lament. 'Cause the pain I feel just can't be pushed aside. 'Cause you'll always be that star in my sky. Well, everyone I know says you did me wrong. Well, I never thought I'd have to sing this song, 'cause we promised our love until the day we die. So you'll always be that star in my sky. But I'll stand alone. I'll look up above. I can only imagine what you're dreaming of. What did you really mean when you said we could try? Was that your gentle way to pass me by? 'Cause it feels just like a dream flowing through my mind. The spaces in between, connected by a line. When I look for you, it seems like I was never left behind. 'Cause in the corner of my eye, you'll always be that star in my sky.
That was a strong finish.
Thanks.
Damn.
Awesome talk.
Thank you so
Season
much, Steve.
7, episode 11.
Season 11, episode 7.
Season 11, episode 7.
It's 7-Eleven.
Thank you all. It's been a blast. One more for me, and then it's bedtime. I'll be back in 3 years.
Less than that. Ass.
A summer's evening, nervous moonlight, the taste of sadness and spice your skin. You seem so seductive in subtle persuasion to portray the martyr amongst lovers and friends. You said you missed your freedom. Oh, but were you ever truly free? Or do you miss it like a blind man misses seeing things he's never seen? You were found out and revealed as a liaison to the Lemming Queen, and you returned as a worthless traitor of the innocence that made you so unique. You said you missed your freedom from beneath a virtuous disguise. Or do you miss it like a stillborn misses breathing, or like its mother misses its cries? You said you missed your freedom. Oh, but were you ever truly free? Or do you miss it like a blind man misses seeing things he's never seen?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rick Barry.
Awesome talk.
Okay, my mind just went blank because I forgot it.
Sorry.
I'm known for my smile. It's my trademark, you see. For miles and miles, nothing but gums and teeth. Some see my smile and think I lived a life of ease. But see, I liken myself to Asbury Park. I liken the smile like Tilly's, carved out of hard-fought victories. See, from an early age, I was an anomaly. I didn't quite fit into my family. I knew that they loved me, but the depths of me, they just could not see. See, I felt like a glass vase in a room full of sledgehammers, everybody trying to take a crack at me. And see, this smile of mine brought shame to me. They called me clown, they put me down, they nicknamed me crybaby. It just wasn't anyone else like me. This joy that I had, this world couldn't perceive. It tried to deaden the light in me. See, before the age of 10, I could say me too. The pain and shame almost tore my soul in two, but see, my smile was unwavering, you see. Just like Tilly from my home city, see, I liken myself like Asbury Park. So many... Sorry, I'm emotional. It's been a while. I liken myself like Asbury Park. Born out of hypocrisies with deep-cut grooves that separate me from you. See, anyone who travels down these roads here may see that the road's not smooth, but a well-worth journey. See, nothing in my life ever came with ease. Death and loss hovered over me. See, I lost my dad, my cousin Nad, my uncles, my aunties. Death's hands even reached out and tried to grab hold of me. See, the doctors claim I shouldn't even give him a name. He'll be the end of you and he. But he stands here 16 years, the best part of me, the reason why I continue to stand in integrity even though it seems like the world is trying to test me. See, I liken myself like Asbury Park. So many lost in the streets. I liken myself like Asbury Park, like after Superstorm Sandy's in the rise of the 70s, there is no besting me. See, I was once depressed best, quickly went from fame to infamy, even had a senator after me. They referred to me as a candidate from the impoverished side of the city. They didn't understand that all 1.3 belongs to me. I'm the past, the present, and the future of AP. I was born and formed in a time when they called it Dark City. See, I liken that to me. See, I liken my smile like Tilly's. Anyone who knows the story of Tilly, how he sat high upon the city for nearly a century. Then they literally chiseled him out of adversities and put him up on a wonder bar for the world to see. See, I liken that to me. Now that I stand on a world stage, I give all glory to God and praise. I reach down and pull up my smile. That's my only true accolade. See, I'm known for my smile. It's my trademark, you see. For miles and miles, nothing but gums and teeth. Some see my smile and think I live a life of ease. But see, I liken my smile like Asbury Park. I liken my smile like Tilly's, carved out of hard-fought victories.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thanks.
We're back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Awesome Talk Season 12, Episode 1 on October 15th, 2019.
It's us.
That's us.
That's
Welcome
us.
back. Welcome
How are
back.
you? How are you?
We're having a good time here tonight.
Indeed.
We're talking about a lot of different things. We're having a lot of beers. I want to say cheers to everybody who's here tonight. Maybe I should have waited till everybody was at the bar before I did that.
To my non.
That's why I didn't pick up my cup.
Is that why you didn't do it? Is that why it wasn't sincere, pure laziness?
I got a lighter though. Where's that opener? Lighter.
Yeah, where did the... Oh, I don't know why I keep doing that.
Oh, thank you.
But these are
What a
twists.
gentleman.
Now can
When
we
you
all
asked,
clink?
I thought you needed it.
Let's clink.
Mine won't clink. Come on.
Clank, 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 clank.
Clink, clank there.
Sarah, come clank.
Clink,
Clink,
clink.
clink. Got it.
So anyway, welcome back to the show, everybody. Jesus, I don't know where to go from here.
Jesus.
Did we do a fresh around the bar, Sarah?
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
Sarah?
It wasn't that fresh.
Do we do a fresh around the bar?
Asking me makes it seem like you really don't want to have it.
I'm Rick, your host.
Enough filler.
You want to go that way? Should we go that way this time?
Sarah.
Stones.
Matt.
Oh, my bad.
We're just out of order now, I guess.
I thought we were
Good,
going
good
this
job,
way.
Stones.
Yeah.
I thought
Thanks, buddy.
That's it on my bed.
going all over the place.
We're ping-ponging it.
We're ping-ponging it. You go ahead.
Was it he or me?
It's you.
I think it's on you.
Right now it's a
It could be Rob,
gamble.
it could be you.
I'm Gibby Stites.
Yay.
All right.
Yay.
I'm Pat.
Yay.
What's up,
Rob,
Pat? How's
I'm
it
Rob.
going? Hi, Rob.
Rob, yeah.
I told him you were
Wait,
Rob
we're
already.
going backwards now?
Yeah, we went backwards. Where are you? We already went through everybody.
You spoiled
I just
Rob.
shared the show again. If you guys want to do the same, it'd probably be a good idea.
We're trying to throw the people off at home. Like, we went around the other way.
Throw them up. So, you were pointing at this before, Rob, and I said I was going to bring it up, but I didn't.
Lucille Ball. What's going on?
68 years ago today, the first episode of I Love Lucy aired.
70 fucking years ago, man.
Not
That's
too-
crazy.
68.
Huh?
68 years?
68.
All right. It's less than 70.
That's less than 70.
You put that together yourself?
We like to round up.
Never mind.
That's not how math works.
I Love Lucy was out.
I don't know. I used to watch I Love Lucy at my grandma's house when I was a kid, so.
Icon. But think about it. 68 years, 70 years ago. Right?
Like, fuck you, dude.
But think about it.
I know, it's like, fuck you.
That's a generation. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and she was one of the first televised programs.
Sure.
That's how long television's been out.
Was she?
That's crazy.
I don't know if it's
And-
dated well. Has it dated? I haven't watched it in a while. Has it dated well to today?
It was one of the few that had more than one set.
Yeah, like it's like
Wow.
it's an actual like television
she had,
program
like, her show
where it's
took
not
place in
news.
several
It's
different-
not like
different,
slapstick comedy
not just
like
her
Lowell
living
and
room
Hardy.
only.
It's a primetime television
Yeah,
show.
she was a comedian first, right?
Yeah.
It was her whole.
That show
I
changed
thought like
the way
it's a beaver and all that shit.
Yeah,
It
but that
changed,
she
it
was part of
changed
all
the way
that.
that that TV shows were shot and filmed.
And then there's the My Three Sons. Remember
Dennis
Nick at
the
Night?
Menace.
Oh yeah.
You know what's crazy is
With
Nick at
Mr.
Night.
Ed?
If you're old enough, to know what, if you're old enough to know what Nick at Night is, you watch the golden era of television.
Yeah,
like
I
that's
Dream of
how
Jeannie
quick
Bewitched.
television evolved.
I can't.
Dude, I Dream of Jeannie was a fucking controversial show, man. With
Yeah.
that fucking belly
Can't
button.
show that belly button.
The belly button, that's right.
It was
she had her
I
ass
Dream
was
of
hot,
Jeannie,
ass was
right?
shaking around
What was
those
it?
And then the
pants.
I
actors
Dream of Jeannie,
switching,
My
like,
Three
what the
Sons,
fuck?
Mr. Ed,
Yeah.
Right.
right? Mr. Ed, I Dream of
Honeymooners.
Jeannie, Honeymooners.
Right.
What else?
The Odd Couple. Was the
Hey,
Odd Couple?
remember
Griffith.
nobody complained about the spousal abuse when it came to the honeymooners, but fucking
was
everybody remembers
only
when the
joking.
husband and
No,
wife.
just kidding.
Everybody
Talking
loved
about.
when the husband and
Nobody
wife
complained about it.
slept in the same bed.
No,
Everyone remembers
if you look at your
that
spouse-
controversial moment that turned the corner.
If you look at your spouse angrily and go, listen, you say another word, bang, zoom.
Straight to the moon, yeah.
That's not.
No, no, I'm not saying
threat.
actually.
You look at your husband and go, did you just say bang, zoom?
Here's the thing. But here's the difference though about the time versus them versus
He meant
now.
it. He meant it.
No,
I'm
but
gonna-
that's the thing. That's the
Actually,
thing.
there was
Right,
a
yeah.
show.
I'm gonna punch
Yeah,
you.
meant
No,
it now.
no,
You
no,
mentioned now.
no. The
That's what
show
I
where
mean.
the show where the
Yeah,
husband
yeah.
actually hit his wife was Maud.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
there
B.
was,
Arthur-
there's
B.
a
Arthur
cross
Goodman-
episode
And
where
her
he hits her
husband
and he
Oh,
just
is a
shit.
bad
fucks you.
alcoholic. Her husband's a bad alcoholic.
Painful
Wow.
And they're
addiction.
having an argument. He fucking slaps her.
Woo.
And
I
It
always
is-
remember that
it's
as
raw,
honeymooners.
dude.
But if you but when you think about it, you're like, if I hit
1970
B.
something.
Arthur, I'm
Dude,
scared.
that bitch would
I'm
break your
scared
jaw.
of
She was in like
70.
the Marines or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's tough as fuck, dude.
I'm scared of 70-year-old B. Arthur.
Mhm.
Like,
I'm
Yeah,
scared of 68-year-old.
But
can I get a pound? You let me hold that out. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. It hit awkward level where it's like, no, I'm trying to get it.
You're just doing a workout now. You're just like,
That was a corkscrew. That's a fucking corkscrew.
He's a real drunk.
either way, it's not allowed on an airplane.
I'm not going to talk anymore because I just round things up. That's what we're doing.
But the episode of
Yeah,
Maud,
you went from 68 to 70 real fast.
super fast, dude. I can't
Too
believe it.
fast. Too fast. Anybody that goes 68 to 70 real quick.
Yeah, forget them. Leave them in the dust because they're just gonna fuck you up in life.
These motherfuckers are off.
Best numbers
Yeah,
of
they
all
are
time.
off.
They're off. You're trying to get to 68, and this motherfucker's at 70. And you're like, what?
I will say this.
They were having
I'm pretty
fun?
sure B. Arthur at 68 is way different than B. Arthur at 70.
Oh.
Stronger
Every year
biceps.
counts. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like the
When are the
quickness.
biceps
like you
stronger?
pissed B. Arthur off
Earlier.
Wait, are B. Arthur's biceps stronger at 68 because she's younger,
She's got
or
more
at 70?
estrogen.
Hold on.
She's got more estrogen.
70. Dude, you see
but wait a minute.
guys in
Wait,
prison,
you got- let's
and
see
like
my
all they do
mentality.
is
Hold
lift
on.
weights for years in prison? Like
Yeah.
B.
She
Arthur.
didn't lose all the
Like,
pieces
yeah.
yet.
Right. My point is this. B. Arthur at 68, does she have better biceps at 68 because she's younger, or she has better biceps at 70 because she's been working out 2 years longer?
Well, no, here's the thing. When you get to that age, you're, it's,
B. Arthur's like,
Well,
the other
no,
way.
Don't give me science,
I'm
Stone.
gonna give you some
Don't
fucking
give me
science,
science,
dude.
dude.
Right.
I don't want your
There's some
fucking science.
dude. So the tendons continue to grow over time. So,
So bigger,
tendon-wise,
stronger.
she'll be stronger, but muscle-wise, muscles degrade over time.
Plus
so
women get
you're not
a
going
lack
to
of
see it,
estrogen
but there
and
will
She's
be
all
a different
tendons.
type of
No.
B.
She's
Arthur
got them
just
tendons.
fucking big ass tendons.
that got
Big
scientific
strangly
as shit.
I don't know. I said that 2 years of decay will
They
make
start
it a little bit
shrinking.
She's more aerodynamic, dude.
Like top speed.
Aerodynamic.
Yup.
Just sheets of paper.
Yeah.
With
I
those
move like
fucking giant shoulder pads.
It'll look like a
zoot
zoot
suit.
suit. Yes. Thank you guys.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alright, well, that's the end of the show.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Mike Jolitz. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
That's going over there.
Oh
yeah,
my god,
dude.
it's like Starscream. Zoot suit. Just zoot suit.
That's
How'd
That's my
you guys nailed zoot suit.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
nailed Zoot
That's
suit.
Who the
Dude,
fuck
we wanted
says
to
that?
we wanted to have our
Comes
New
full
Year's
circle
Eve
and
show
goes,
this
Zoot suit together.
Bro, that was unrehearsed. I can promise this. We've met once.
What were you saying?
Wow.
Nothing.
Zoot suit kind of sounds like a superpower and or a hero.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
which
a
one.
good
Captain
superhero.
Zoot Suit.
Well,
Be now. It's gotta be
Captain
now.
Zoot. What does Captain Zoot wear? The Zoot suit.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
there's gotta be
Yeah.
What is
cape.
his power?
He's got a black
Wait,
and white
does he wear the
striped
zoot suit then become
Okay.
Captain Zoot Suit, or does he wear the zoot
says
suit when he
pocket
becomes
watch.
the captain
Oh, yeah.
of the
No, no,
zoot
no.
I think the question
can
is,
fly
what
with his
is the
pocket watch.
power of
No.
Oh my
He
god,
wears
that's the best fucking dude. His
The pinstripe
that's,
on the
it has to be
floor.
that.
What? Hold on. One at a time.
No, this is good chaos.
We're falling into chaos. It's chaos.
Dude, imagine
Hold
if
on.
you had
Go ahead.
your
Quarter
superpower.
nonstop.
You
That's
would
what the
lift
Zoot power is.
I almost flew off this chair thinking about
What
it.
was the thing? What was the
Explain his
superpower?
He
explanation.
flies with his pocket watch spinning.
It's like some Mr. Gadget
Make
level
things
shit.
happen.
No, that is Mr. Gadget in a zoot suit.
Yeah.
Boomerangs the quarters into the village.
Yeah, he's
Kill him. You got a problem?
That's his superpower. You got a problem? See? Yeah, see?
Tell the
What's
captain.
gonna happen here is you're gonna die.
Yeah, don't take any wooden nickels, see?
Have no fear, Zoot man. This is-
You're not worth a nickel. I'm gonna get a penny. Just when you thought you were worth a nickel, penny to
I
you.
got 5 of them here for you, see? Yeah.
Penny for your thoughts.
A penny in his day is still like.
Is it a
$800.
Yeah.
$800.
He can buy like 17
Like half
licorice
pennies.
I
sticks.
could buy 8 fresh bananas off the street.
Not underestimating the power.
Back then they measured everything in bananas. In case you didn't know.
I believe it, bro.
Leave it to Americans and
I'll
measure
take
shit
8
in
bananas and
bananas.
salmon.
8
please.
bananas worth of pennies for you.
Like 28 bananas worth of horse meat.
Yeah, I'll take 28 bananas worth of horse meat.
I'm making glue at home,
Yeah.
you see?
In fact, I'll take...
I like the hoof meat.
Don't ask about why I'm making glue. It's none of your goddamn business.
None of your business there, sonny.
Measured everything with potassium.
And you pull out a Tommy gun, you're like...
It's 45 grams of potassium. You know what that makes?
Nobody ever had a Charlie horse back then because, like, all the potassium. Like, it was everywhere. You're constantly reminded.
I'm drinking myself stupid. I gotta have potassium in the morning.
I want to meet my friend here, Charlie Horse. Yeah. All the cars got suicide doors.
Charlie Horse would not be a bad, like, rock star name.
What's up, I'm Charlie Horse.
Or MC Charlie
Horse.
Horse.
MC
I-
Charlie
I'd go to the
Yo,
I
it's like,
just
oh, and my
angrily
legs
stiff
fucking
it up.
hurt.
87, that could have worked.
Just
like,
grimy.
Yeah.
Like,
he just
Yeah.
raps
Like,
about his leg.
what's his name?
All the time.
All the time.
Like Sticky Fingers from Onyx.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
comes in, he's like, oh, my motherfucking leg!
Ambulance!
Oh, god. It's like Mystical. You know the rapper Mystical?
Yeah.
He had a freestyle one time, and it was just the best moment ever.
Just screaming and yelling like somebody stabbed him in the
Yeah,
neck.
right.
It was amazing, and you can see all the interviewee, whatever you call the people interviewing him, they're just like trying to let this man go. You know what I mean? And it was a scary moment.
Oh, he done lost it.
but he makes sense while he's
probably
doing it.
Yeah, yes, he did. Because at one
They're
point,
probably like, what the fuck?
At one point, I can verify that he definitely said, "If you see me fighting in the woods with a grizzly bear, help the bear." That's all I heard. Everything else was like,
Reporters are like, oh, we gotta go. Oh no.
B. Arthur says the same
My
shit.
uncle.
B. Arthur's the grizzly bear.
All the time when I was a kid. He'd be like,
That's a metaphor.
He'd be drunk and he'd be like, if I'm ever fighting a bear, help the bear. And he just walks away and I'm like, what does that mean? And then later on I finally realized what that means because I'm just going to get in the way. And I'm not going to help. I'm just going to
4 a.m.
I'm
you
just
wake up
gonna
out of a dead sleep.
by
You're like,
trying to help him out.
The grizzly bear. I know.
You're a half swipe from death.
She goes.
That's a good
That's
band
what B. Arthur was like. I'm like, B. Arthur is the grizzly bear. Like if you ever see me fight fucking B. Arthur, I'm fucked.
Yo, if we ever do a fucking album, we gotta call it B. Arthur at 70.
at 70.
Whooping your ass.
70 years of bicep training. You know what I mean?
And then you drop like the prologue, which is B. Arthur at 68.
Oh,
Yeah.
The prelude.
The prelude. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
the
that.
origin story.
Yes,
But
the
it's-
origin.
It's just a selfie of you on the
That
cover.
looks like he's gonna
And
cry.
you're like
Because it's such a good
68.
idea.
Yeah, it's so good.
Pat, you're a movie star. You should be. in it, dude. You should be in it.
Featuring B. Arthur, also starring.
I mean, if she's going to be in
The
it.
line around the block. The line around the block. Talk to your agent about
You
that.
can't turn B. Arthur down.
Oh my god.
I'm turning it down.
I had so many laughs so
I'll
hard
turn
I
it
get
down
up
for
and
you.
I sit back down. And I'm like, shit.
It's terrible. I want the rest of the cast, both the girls. They have to all be here.
Oh my god, dude. So their Warriors is being remade.
No.
I've never seen it. I have no idea what the
I'm
fuck
not-
it is.
Warriors! You know,
I've heard the reference. Is that where they
they're just
like,
yelling at the guys like, come out!
Yeah, but here's the
No,
thing with the
I'm
Warriors.
saying-
So the Warriors
Dude,
are about
Is
these
that, like,
gangs.
With
It's
hands.
fucking just
Is
like,
it like?
it's like a 10-minute awkward as fuck scene.
Remember ICP
Yeah.
remade
It's
it one time,
awkward.
and it
So
was just
stupid.
those
It's
come out and
It's
play.
it is cringy.
You're like, really?
What is it? An
Like,
80s
this
movie?
is
an
or
80s
90s
movie.
Like, this is supposed to be scary.
Hold on. It's an 80s movie where it's like a bunch of
Like,
gangs in New
you're
York
supposed
are
to
all
It's
at
like a
war.
drama
gang, it's
movie.
like
Right?
caricature.
Yeah, but there's like gangs that like are on roller skates and like
The
some of them like
baseball
wear,
motherfuckers,
yeah, where,
bro.
yeah, some of them are
Okay,
dressed
so
as
this is
baseball
another
players.
version
Some
of
of them
West
flipping
Side
quarters.
Story,
Yes.
where you want to just be like,
Yes.
oh my god, they don't sing and dance ever.
But-
Like, this is so stupid.
But it's the hard ass hip hop version of.
Dude, West Side
No one's
Story,
like, we're gonna fight Chip.
When I was, yeah, dude,
It
when
might
I
as
was
well
We're
have been. It
gonna
might
fight
as well
Chip.
have been.
growing up, dude, my dad loved
It might as well
West
have
Side Story. Okay, and he also grew
Yeah,
up in a
mine too.
situation in New York where it was like, there's the Italians, and then there's
Yeah.
all the other fucking...
And
and
wouldn't
like,
it just be better if it was
it
a
always
dance
blew
off?
my mind that my dad was
was a
so
dance-off.
into West Side Story, because I feel like from his perspective, he would see all those people like, oh, who the fuck are you? Get back on your street. And then we're gonna do it. I feel like my dad would automatically have seen that and be like, what the fuck is it? Dude, he ate it the fuck up, and
That guy comes down the
I
street
never
like-
could understand
Yeah,
it.
seriously. I'm gonna
Yeah, like
fucking
just
stab
It's
you.
like a
whispering.
Michael Jackson video.
Yeah, beat it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Beat it.
That's what it is.
It's like if
I'm
only
gonna
this
stab
was-
ya.
if only this was
That's
the
what
way-
Warriors reminded me of Beat It. That's I was like watching
Yeah,
Warriors.
but
I'm like,
beat it on crack. That's what
Yeah,
Warriors
yeah, that's the
is.
Warriors is, yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
really that
bad.
It's not really
I
that.
remember
Bad in
I
the
bought-
best way.
I remember I bought a box set of Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo
Well, those movies are different.
and Style Wars.
At least
They're not.
good
They're
for
not.
the most part.
No. Yeah, but when you watch them again, you're like, I love breakdancing, but it's West Side Story with breakdancing.
It's all
Like,
West Side Story.
Yes, but it's cruising. I can, just so you know, my spare
That's why
time,
Endgame sucks
I
so
walk
bad.
on the ceiling.
If your whole thing, none of them had guns. It was all like knives and bullshit, right? Or not even.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
just fingers
But yeah,
snapping.
the
Why
not
would you-
even part
why
is the
would
funny
you-
shit.
yeah,
You're
that's
like,
close.
Well,
It was
yeah,
not.
like it was terrible.
Yeah.
The guys, like, you're knife fighting, but you're gonna have just a vest, no shirt on. That's your protection.
Yo, maybe it's
Like,
just
what kind of
really
gang is
gangster
this?
as fuck.
No.
Yo, you don't know. No.
Yeah.
No, you're
Go
mad
ahead
at
and
me.
stab me.
Flair is what it is.
No, you're
Yeah.
mad at me. I got these patent leather red ass
Like,
pants.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
You
don't
fuck
hate.
with me.
You got
See
phone
these?
books.
Don't hate.
I
You got
wore
phone
them.
books.
hate.
when you're going
I wore
to
'em.
fight.
Like,
They are
if I can't
worn.
dance, you can
You see
just
that?
stab me wherever you want.
There was a lot less people then. The phone books weren't that impressive.
There was like phone pamphlets.
Phone pamphlets.
I have to
There was
call
one
Steve.
phone per block.
Eventually, there was a phone magazine. It came out once a month.
The number was just like
People you
732.
should call.
Yeah.
Look at Tom.
What?
At one point in
Average
time,
father
there was
of three.
539.
You know what's crazy to think about? At one point in time, there was just a phone. Like one phone.
Yeah.
At one point in time.
Imagine when you dialed 1.
That was
you.
That was
Imagine-
people.
It's like, yo, what up?
In the country,
Wait,
that,
yeah,
in
there
our
were two, I lied.
lifetimes, there's still people
Well,
alive that.
that's
that
the
was
thing, man.
Back in their town.
Yeah, I was
in
number
Bumblefuck.
403.
After
Yeah.
you build one, you're like, if I could build two, I can make this work.
Then I can
was
find out if
Tom
it does
Six
work.
in
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Excuse me, Janet.
When
When
it
you
was
hook
just
me up
one, it
to
was all
Jim
hypothetical.
Bob down the street.
Yeah.
Wrong tone. Wrong tone. How are you, Janet?
Nasty.
You gotta connect me to number 6 in Cincinnati right away.
Get her on the horn.
Get on the horn.
You hear like
Get the governor.
Then you hear Morse code.
Yeah, that's like 4 phone numbers.
Now you call the operator and they're like, what the
Send
fuck
it to
you
Bob.
want? Why the fuck are you calling
And the
me?
operator's just got,
Still exists.
the operator's got one plug.
When you give me the number to fucking Domino's,
Like, what?
you have a phone, bitch.
Yeah.
Click.
Google it.
True. I didn't even know the operator still
True
existed.
story.
Yeah.
In my
You can still
lifetime.
dial 401.
In my
Dude.
lifetime, I've never.
I
Yeah.
heard the most ridiculous comment the other day, and a few years back it wouldn't have been a ridiculous comment. Somebody
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I'd love to read the article that came from," and I said, "Well, then fucking Google it."
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah,
not like you
I
have to-
wonder where you got that information from.
You got this new perspective on shit. Where'd you get that from? Any Google search.
Like,
No.
remember you had to go to like the library and get the microfilm
Yeah.
and like put it in the machine.
The microfilm.
Microfiche.
The microfilm.
Yeah, just go
The
scrolling
microfilm.
through all the fucking old newspapers and shit.
Was
And move up a little bit.
Yeah,
hold
just,
on here.
oh,
And
oh,
just
I
move
went
up
too
a little
far. Oh.
Was
Anna's in the chat. Keith's
I'm
in
up
the
8
chat. What's
pages.
up, guys?
People in the chat.
How'd he do?
Was there an era where microfilm was mainly iron? Those are probably fucking.
Dude, I
don't-
have no
not
fucking
existent
idea. I don't
anymore.
know.
Jesus Christ.
I guess it's
Probably libraries full of them
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, just
warehouses full of them.
exposed to the air, they'll fucking decay over time,
Yeah.
and it's lost to the fucking dustbin of history.
That's a metaphor for everyone's soul.
Damn. All right, that's all.
Well, on that
We're all just iron fading in the
Just
in the
dust
past.
over.
In the-
Well,
no,
think
in the
about it, like, our
library.
whole
Yeah, in the
civilization
library. Yeah.
is just
Microfilm.
bullshit. It's not stone.
Microfilm.
Now we
It's
all
not-
start singing at each
Nothing's
other
put in
threateningly.
monuments anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
all our
Rob, if you
information's
drink
gone.
that beer, I'm gonna kill you.
That's true too. I've been saying
Oh,
it for real. That's why I
darn.
still
Rick, I
buy,
don't
like,
want to ruin my
physical
life.
versions of certain things. I still buy books. I don't like
Yeah,
Kindle.
like books and everything. Like all our information, all that digital shit's
It can
gone.
easily be wiped. Or I can't say easily, but it could be wiped out in my mind. Anyway.
Well, there
So I'm
are
like-
there are
like
actually
physical
servers that are so deep underground. There's server data centers that collect data that are so fucking deep underground that like the biggest solar flare ain't gonna fucking destroy shit on it. So at least that information.
The
Neutrinos
biggest
will still
is
It's pretty
an
big.
interesting word to use in this case.
Yeah.
The biggest.
It kind of would make our
Fucking
planet
will.
like a burnt marshmallow.
But it doesn't matter if somebody finds it 1,000 years from now and they don't have fucking electricity, they're not going to be able to read it.
Hey guys, what the fuck's this box?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
like hey, this is weird.
Hey, let's piss on it.
Must have been aliens.
I'm gonna go home and die.
It seems like more likely the
This
scenario
conversation
where
just
whatever
turned into some
stumps
serious
across the
shit.
decks
Dude,
and just
in
piss on
thousands
it.
of years, no one's gonna know about our civilization.
Yeah.
It's the most throwaway civilization of
Yeah.
all time. The people that were
Thank
carving shit on,
God.
on fucking stone are the ones that are lasting.
Yo,
Our
throwaway-
information storage abilities are
Yeah.
stupid.
Stupid,
Wait,
right.
our civilization could just disintegrate in time and not even that long.
Dude, they're gonna think
Not
that
even that
Polaroids
long,
is
dude.
when we died.
Damn, that's gonna be.
There will be
They're gonna
such an
think that
enormous
was the end of
gap
time.
That was the end of
of
it.
what the fuck happened during this time period that it's gonna be amazing to hear the stories people create about
Yo,
how we must have
you
lived.
see
Maybe
this?
the Mayans were right.
You see
That
your
was
wall?
the end of history.
Which one?
You see your
2012,
gods.
everything's
Yeah.
digital.
Like when they find it, that's the relic. So it's like, what is this little guy?
Yeah.
They say all the time,
Little
like, they're gonna
right.
find,
Little guy.
they'll
Right.
find all of the
They're gonna
Iron Man
think it's like,
posters,
oh, my
they'll
pop-
find
my
all
pop-
of the
yeah.
Captain American posters, and they'll think that
They were
person
gods, yeah.
is Achilles. They
Yeah.
think that person is
And they
a
love
god.
spaghetti. That's a Rick and
Tony
Morty quote.
Stark
Yeah.
existed
They think
and
Beetlejuice
saved
was
the
a real
world.
guy.
Yeah.
Tony Stark
Yeah.
made that.
He'll
He
be
did
the
that.
Greek god of the
Right.
future.
That's what that shit
And they
is.
will find Rick's
more
Pac-Man score,
interestingly
'cause I'm
is
gonna
that
inscribe
all
it
of those
somewhere.
Stanley
He will
is
be the Pac
Homer.
God.
Yeah. Go ahead. What?
No, more interestingly than that is
Stanley's
that
home.
those actual statues that you're talking about of the actual Greek gods will still seem like what was being fucking worshipped because those
Yeah.
things are more everlasting
See,
than
well,
what
maybe one
is
day.
created
Wow.
now.
Things are
Yeah.
built.
Do you have
in
any
the world
idea
now.
how many
talking about,
technological advancements might have been made and lost through time just because they weren't long-lasting?
So they'll think
made
that
on
Greek god
long-lasting
statues
material?
is where we left off.
Like CDs are gonna fucking last longer than the pyramids and shit. Like, what the fuck does
Stanley.
everyone think?
Stanley.
Oh,
It's not built to
that
last
plastic's
anymore.
pretty
He's
sturdy
got-
shit.
Stanley.
That plastic, I heard it doesn't biodegrade very fast. They're not going to be able to read
Yeah.
it, though.
That's a book.
That's the,
Yeah.
it's not going to be functional. It'll be like a distorted version of the sun.
It'll be the microfiche.
Yeah.
Microfiche.
The microfilm.
Well, hold on now.
I hope when they find our record, it's a VHS copy of Biodome.
See, that's it. I'm telling you, the VHSs are fucked. They're gonna be fucked.
They're already fucked.
No more.
You all have better luck with a laser disc.
Yes.
All I remember
Purple
about that
sticky
movie
punch.
is when they were
Yes.
sharing the toothbrush and the guy was freaking out about
Oh,
using
God.
his toothbrush.
You don't
That's all I
remember when they
remember
fart in
about
front of each
I
other?
just
They have to
remember
guess
the
what they
They
ate?
fart in
No,
front
I
of each
don't
other.
remember.
Cabbage soup?
I just remember the two.
Oh, we went back to the cabbage soup.
Wow.
It always comes back to the
Call
cabbage
back.
soup.
Dude, you said that earlier.
But that's
I
not
did,
a
I-
good guess. They always ate cabbage soup.
Who?
I cannot tell
Who
the
the
lie.
fuck is they?
Anyone.
What does that mean?
From the
Who
fucking
is they?
Who's they?
Who are they?
Hey, you
the
otherist.
chocolate factory.
Stop otherizing the people from the chocolate factory, you dumb motherfucker.
All the
And an ironic
All
twist.
the Oompa Loompas were living on chocolate factory
Dude,
cabbage soup.
Could you imagine that? In an ironic twist, all those fucking Oompa Loompas when they're hating the shit out of chocolate and just wishing they can have some cabbage.
They were Irish immigrants. They were Irish
Yeah.
immigrants.
They were all vegan.
Holy shit.
I hate this fucking
And
chocolate.
fucking
Same thing over and over.
Dude, they're just like begging for cabbage, and Willie's just singing at them with little teacups.
Just give me some fucking
plants.
petardos.
Oompa Loompa Doobity Doo is really them going, potatoes! Potatoes!
Help me for
You
God's sake.
English piece of shit!
And he's just
Saying
frolicking.
fucking potatoes!
And he's just frolicking in his like candy
God, fuck
pasture.
the queen!
Fuck the queen. I hate the queen.
Potatoes! Oompa! Oompa! Please, for the love of God! I'm tired!
Toast.
Oh, man.
Guys is weeping.
We didn't want potatoes. That's all we had.
Yeah. Sons of bitches.
Now we want potatoes.
They're
though.
pissed.
Potatoes
They are
nice, though.
pissed Oompa Loompas.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna.
Go ahead, transition.
That's another situation with a lot of
Transition.
fuckers that spend
Yeah.
their time singing, dancing, and writing songs. That in no
And
way
that's
in that
another
situation
thing.
would that happen.
What?
I don't care where you came from. Like I know, like if you ever actually read the book, you know where the Oompa Loompas came from.
Where? Well, hold on.
Where did
But,
the
like,
wait? Hold on. Yeah,
They came from
we
fucking
must have been.
Loompa Land. All right, Stones.
Yeah, where the fuck is Loompa Land?
They've been
Over
kidnapped.
there.
Look, Loompa Land could be lost to civilization, just like our fucking VHS
I
tapes.
know,
Have
and
you
it
ever saw
was.
Charlie
and
in the
it
So it
is.
could be anywhere.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they actually went to the little Oompa Land. I remember this.
The newer one, yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
They
listen.
went to the Oompa
Yeah, and
Land.
they wanted
I don't, they didn't call it
There's
Oompa
a
Land, but
fucking
they were
Oompa
Loompas.
Land?
They was Loompa.
They came from somewhere.
Hold on.
There was Loompa
I don't think
Land.
he was really ready for that move, but he made it.
Johnny
he
Depp.
fucking brought them all over
Shout out
to
to
his
Johnny
factory, and it's like, dude, how did you really think a fucking chocolate factory was equipped to handle an entire fucking population of people?
Loompas.
Like that's like some
They
fucking.
Oompa.
That's why
Like
in
that's some like
Snowpiercer they're all
slave
dead.
labor level fucking maniacal thinking.
It seems-
Like
it
they'll
seems
just
like-
live off of the work they do
it seems like
inside
they- it
this
seems
They're the
like they
fucking
consumer worker.
factory that's locked
Chocolates.
They were bribed with
It
cabbage.
seems like the chocolate river might have been recycled.
They
you
were
know?
promised.
All right.
They were promised.
We're eating Oompa Loompa diarrhea.
Like think of any like think of if
Ruined
you
chocolate for me.
if you took away all the fluff, right? And you just said, yeah, you see that fucking big factory? No one ever goes in, no one ever comes out, but there's an entire group of people in there that do nothing but work 24 hours a day. There would be cops and fucking ice and shit. Like it's not cute.
There's a Matrix moment where the guy's like, I don't know how the system works, but it just seems to work.
After a while, it just took care of itself. I don't know.
Then you have like this old ass Oompa Loompa, and he's like, I haven't seen my son in fucking 35 years. And he's like just standing at the gates. And fucking Willie fucking comes out
sing
dancing.
songs.
I sing songs. What the fuck else am I gonna do all day?
That's because they got shit to say and nobody can understand.
They're not songs, they're hymns.
Exactly.
Tell you, things are not right.
I said things are not good, but that's true.
If you don't let me out, I'll kill myself tonight.
And then they still don't get cabbage. That's a fucked up part.
That's the other thing. Is like they've been there for fucking
An everlasting gobstopper.
they've been there for fucking ever. Sooner or later, some Oompa Loompas die. Now, there's no going in and out of the factory. So where the fuck are they going?
That's the secret ingredient.
They're
They're
dead.
like,
They're in the chocolate. They're in the chocolate.
The chocolate crematorium.
The next album will be Oompa Loompas Die.
Oompa Loompas die too.
Soylent Green is Oompa Loompas.
All Oompas Die.
This brings a whole different spin on
Lead
this.
single.
All right, hold on. So listen, we're getting close to our second break. When we come back from the second break, we're gonna hear a performance from Gibby Stites. Should we talk now?
We should talk to him now so he doesn't have to awkwardly stand at the microphone.
Yeah, that'll probably be good.
I like
so,
sitting.
Talk to us about what's going on with you, with your music, what's going on, what you're doing, what's coming up, anything you want to talk about at all.
Hell yeah, let's drop right into it.
Okay.
All right, I make rap music for those who do not know, and I make a lot of my own beats too. Like half of my stuff is self-produced, but the other half is like, I got homies who make beats and whatnot. Channel Surfing is the new album I have out right now. It's an EP, but if you buy the physical copy, it's got 5 bonus tracks, which makes it add up to a full length. But it's part of a trilogy I got going on, Technical Difficulties, followed by Channel Surfing, and then the new album, Regularly Scheduled Programming, will be out this winter. As for right now, I just opened for Insane Clown Posse the other night in Reading, PA. The homie Matt over here was there as well. That was a great fucking show. I got a bunch of shows lined up for the next month for people who want to catch me places. I'm going to be all over PA. I'm going to be in Pittsburgh, opening for Twisted, fucking group I've been listening to since I was a kid.
Nice.
And that's October 27th. I'm going to be in Reading, Pennsylvania, November 9th, opening for them again. Every Day is Halloween tour. That is the tour. November 15th, I got another show with Wicked Wood, Team Rockasset. That is in Philly for people who live closer to my area, South Jersey, who can't make it to Reading and Pittsburgh. And then, that's about all. I got one show I haven't announced yet. I'll just announce it here because I'm announcing it tomorrow anyway. I'm
Exclusive.
opening. Yeah, exclusive. Somebody drop the horn. All right, boom. So I got a show in New Jersey, which is hype because that's obviously where we're from. It's in Stanhope, which is up north. But I'm opening for. There's a group called Cess Crew that I listen to a lot.
Oh yeah, I love Cess Crew.
Boom! I'm opening for Ubiquitous of Cess Crew.
Damn.
The one dude.
Yeah.
Which is I just met him, dude, like a month ago. I was at this festival he was performing at. I was shooting a cipher and he was performing, and it was a dope we interacted while he was on stage because I do all his fucking words and shit. But when they got off, I got to meet the two, and it's dope that I got to meet him. Tell him he was one of my inspirations, and now it's like I got the opportunity to open for him a month later. So hopefully he's as psyched as I am.
Dude, you got less shit happening for you, man. You're fucking young, dude. What's the craziest thing you've been through so far?
Censor yourself.
In Ohio, the craziest shit. It was a show, my first out-of-state show in Ohio. I had to take a shit in the venue like 5 minutes before the show, and it was the most punk rock bar I've ever been in. And I still can't believe I did that because it was just horrible. And it was right before I went on stage. He said the craziest shit.
You gotta hang from the ceiling.
Yeah, dude.
You don't know what to do. You gotta
Well, I do the toilet
nest.
paper,
You
the
made
toilet
the
paper
nest?
nest.
You made
Yes,
a little nest.
exactly.
Right.
But you said the craziest shit, so that was. But you did.
That was
What I said.
That was literal.
He said craziest
Oh,
shit.
right, okay.
You know, somebody.
He said the craziest shit. So he told you the craziest shit.
It was a crazy one. And
That was fucking great.
I didn't enjoy it, like, when it happened. I tweeted about it right after.
You gotta at least enjoy it.
Until it was called out as the punchline. It's good. It's good. It's funny.
So, like,
It's
yeah,
funny.
ever since then, you know, shit's been not as crazy, but
My shit's been normal. I sit
shit's been
down,
pretty normal
I
after
take a
that,
shit, I wipe my ass.
I hover at times.
I'm
I
not
nest at
worried.
times.
I'm not.
I prefer home pooping. But listen, but as far as music, like, honestly, the most recent things I've done, like, opening for ICP was fucking big for me. I work for a dude named Isham, who, like, he's an underground legend. A lot of people, like, I tell him about for the first time, you know, but he goes back, and he's just someone who influenced me from, like, way back when. And I opened for him in Trenton, which was dope. It was my first Trenton show ever, and I went to school out here, and it was opening for the dude who, like, influenced me to start recording and shit. And that was, you know, so it's like, most of my best moments have been this past, like, year, probably. And, yeah, like, it's not like, I don't know, like, I don't do too many crazy things. My crazy things are, like, crazy productive things. You know what I mean?
Good.
For the most part, like, yeah, I mean.
Where can people find you online?
Online, yes, boom. Gibby Stites, everything to the people. That's GIBBYSTITES. It's not Gibby Spikes or Styles. That is Gibby Stites on Facebook, Gibby Stites on Instagram, just straight through. Gibby Stites on Twitter, GibbyStites.com.
For a spelling
Spotify.
reference.
Right here, this is the merchandise. You can see Gibby Stites channel surfing. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, we got merch too, GibbyStites.com, man. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, all of that. If you're gonna start anywhere, I say start with channel surfing and work backwards, but that's just me, because you know, there's some older material floating around. Not that I'm ashamed of the older material, but I'd say always start in the new spot when it comes to someone still on the rise like that.
Sure.
And yeah, channel surfing's the shit. I edit like all my own videos right now, so if you see anything from me between 2018 and now, like, I did all the editing on those videos.
Cool, good for you, man.
That's kind of where the partially where the technical difficulties, channel surfing, all that shit came from. Like, technical difficulties, I had started making my own beats and editing my own videos, so it was literally that.
Yeah.
And then channel surfing, I got some help with the beats. We're literally surfing through channels, different levels of Gibby. And then we're heading into regularly scheduled programming because shit's cool right now. So it's like, bam. It's a whole little storyline to it, you know what I mean? Try to keep it interesting.
It's a lost art. Nobody tells stories.
Yeah,
about
man,
anything
that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. And all the
You got a
covers,
script.
like,
You got a script for yourself, though. You know what's going on.
Good man.
so if I had, you know, once the budget is there a little more, just imagine what that would entail. Like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? But
no doubt.
in the meantime, yeah, I've just been trying to do the most on my own. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
good.
You know, I'm very confident. I think I can carve my own independent thing if I have.
You
to.
have those opportunities
But
these
even-
days to do that, man. Fucking use them,
Right.
dude.
And even if not, people don't want to sign someone who's not doing a lot on their own anyway.
You're
you know
right,
what I mean?
bro.
Like, you gotta prove that you're marketable and all that shit. So
Sometimes you even make it up and getting signed these days, man.
exactly.
So,
That's
it happens too.
let's pray for that one.
Yeah,
But,
right.
You know, we are here to prove Gibby Stites is marketable, people.
Fuck yeah,
And
dude.
Pepsi is not. Do not drink it.
All 23
I
flavors.
I feel like you checked to make
All
sure you weren't
23
drinking a Pepsi. You
I
were
know,
drinking
I know,
a
sure.
Is it in a glass bottle?
I might buy a shirt.
Trickle up.
So listen, trickle up
Trickle
economics.
Down Punishment. That's my new album, Trickle Down Punishment.
Trickle down
You can find it at all
Don't
Texas
doubt it.
Roadhouse locations.
Don't doubt it. That's a big seller right there.
So listen, yo, my Uncle Wayne is in the chat. Leslie is in chat. What's going on? Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, what up? I love you too.
Let's
They said they love Gibby, just for the reference. I'm not just loving people. Like,
So
You should just
listen,
love
I
people.
do love people.
People
Nothing wrong
do
with
say
that.
People love me.
we're gonna come back. We're gonna go to a second break. When we come back, we're gonna get 2 songs tonight.
I will be yodeling.
All right.
Oh,
I can't motherfucking
Imagine
wait.
if all he did was West Side Story covers.
Yeah.
Oh,
doing
he flipped
It
the
would
quarter.
blow my
The whole
mind.
time. Listen, my quarter flip
Where
is
is
not
he?
on
Where is he?
point.
That's serious.
Yes.
Dude, he has a bunch of snappers.
I need you all behind me. Yeah, that's you guys.
They've been there this entire show and
Wait a
just
minute.
didn't
It
know.
sounds like some
You guys aren't
fucking
the
Billy
snappers?
Joel shit.
I thought this was planned. I thought you were the snappers.
Whoa! For the longest time.
All right, we're gonna cut to our second break. When we come back, we're gonna have Gibby Stites live. So fucking stay with us and share it and get ready. And here we go. And Matt Lahosi, let me know when we're off so we can start getting prepared. And I can make urine. What? Yeah,
You're listening to us. And the bass.
I want to put a new story out there. Buzz might have left his poop on the moon.
Buzz Aldrin.
So?
That's what I say. Who gives a shit? Right,
He
Buzz
did.
Aldrin,
He
right?
gave a shit.
He left a shit is what he did.
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
He gave a shit to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But let me just tell you something. There's something about an article like this
I
that
was about to
bothers
say,
me.
yeah, I got a questions too. Go ahead.
There are so many important things that come from going to the moon.
Yeah.
That this article had to point out. Hey, there might be a shit up there.
Okay.
Now I wonder how the shit holds up in space. I wonder if it freezes. Is it more preserved? Is there sort of a crushing sort of feeling? Sarah, you're in.
no crushing.
There's no shit crushing going on
There's
the
no
moon.
reason why there would be.
I don't mean,
Well, I don't think he just like let it. It's not like
roll
floating
down
around.
his leg or something or whatever.
Yeah,
Kick it out
exactly.
of
Like
shoe.
it's not bouncing around up
I
there.
would love to take my pants up
You
on the
see
moon.
like this fucking flag then floating right by.
Yeah, there's just a turd floating by.
No, so let's think about this. I mean,
Sure, let's do it.
Going to the conspiracy of the whole thing.
Sure.
I mean, people always talking about the moon landing is fake and all kind of
Was
shit.
it?
Yeah, but did you see that shit flying around? Who put that there?
But that's the thing, though. So,
Right,
like,
it's a
okay,
space
you,
shit.
you mean to tell me that he got this vacuum sealed suit on to preserve his fucking life force and shit,
Sure,
keep all
sure.
the air in his body,
Right.
contained in this goddamn suit,
Right.
And he was somehow able
right.
to unzip his ass flap and drop a turd on the motherfucking moon.
Well, maybe his butthole was sort of vacuum sealed, so it was just asshole first. But I got to tell you, I would laugh my balls off if I were on the moon and I had the opportunity to drop the ass flap down and just take a dump and just watch it float around, float around the moon.
It is like
I don't think it's just a free range piece of shit.
You think he had like diarrhea? So it's just like
No.
brown liquid.
No, I don't think he was exposed at all.
I'd have shit in a bag and let it out then, man, just for the fuck of it. Just to say my turd is going to float around here
Yeah.
long after I'm
That
dead.
really stupid idea would have cost like $100,000.
Oh, so you think it's premeditated? He was inside the ship.
He
and
had that with him before he took off from Earth.
Exactly. So like he pooped in a bag.
Right.
You know, zero gravity in space. I wonder how that would work. Because like, all right, you have gravity here on Earth to pull the shit out your ass when you're
Sure.
sitting on the toilet.
Well,
if you're shitting in zero gravity, I mean, is it fighting against you? Is it trying to push the turd back in your ass? You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
just kind of feel
there's
like
so many variables here.
I wonder how the shit feels coming out in zero gravity.
Because like I'm pretty sure it's like trying to wiggle to the left, wiggle to the right.
Right, sort of
feel any
yanking up.
different.
It's sort of yanking up because your shit's trying to float away, so your butthole's getting sort of pulled in a way that it's never been
It's not
pulled
getting
before.
pulled at all, but you'd feel it against your ass as it floated up. It'd be like if you were shitting in water.
I don't know.
I've never shit in the water before.
I bet you have.
I have reservations about that because, like, I mean, your butt is a vacuum. Because, like, you push the turd out,
vacuum.
and then you know, it kind of pucker back up, and it's going to pull water in.
Right,
with you
right,
too.
right.
So I don't even know how that's connected down there.
Oh my god, I never even thought about the last moment that the tip of the shit leaves and then your butthole sucks back up.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna be sucking in
chlorine,
right
water.
Well, I was thinking of space, so you're pulling in sort of anti-oxygen. What's in space?
Antioxygen.
Like would it just be easy for your
it's just like, I don't want you to breathe.
like would your butthole just sort of be sucked out into space?
Yeah,
would
like-
you die asshole first?
Like the pink sock. Just,
You wish.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You just truncated anus just pulled out into the vacuum of space. What do you mean? I wish. What the hell does that fucking mean? I don't wish for it. I am legitimately scientifically curious about what happens if I pull my bare asshole out in the vacuum of space and take a shit. Is it just gonna pull everything out with it?
I don't know. I hope. I'm not trying it. So
I'll tell you. She knows.
You know. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
Your glasses tell me all
mean,
that I need to know.
If you were in a ship in the middle of space,
Sure.
and then like a hole got punctured in the side of your ship,
Right.
and you were like had your ass cheeks open.
Right. Which I often do.
it would suck you basic well, depending on the way you were pointing, it could suck you ass first through the hole.
Okay.
Or at least close.
Like
But-
on Alien Resurrection.
Right. Right.
But like
Which
you'd have
was
to be
reenacted
really
in-
aimed in the direction to make it really pinpoint accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, so like Alien Resurrection, which was reenacted in Avengers Infinity War.
Right.
Exactly. I got it. You punch your hole and just get...
And you just pulled out of your own asshole. You're turned wrong side out
Yes,
out of your own asshole.
yes.
Is basically what it
Yeah,
is.
it's like pulling
Or
the sock
right
off your...
side in.
Where do your bones go in that case?
I don't
Just
know.
wherever.
They would just be released. They'd all separate.
I know your muscle hold all that together, though.
That's what I'm saying. Right? So your muscles and...
You'll be
and-
looking like one of them wacky inflatable arm flailing tube men. You
That's
just
right.
like,
With a turd floating around your head.
Because you created your own gravity.
Right. Let's
There's
have
just a guy that photoshops shit at NASA. He just puts a shit in every space picture.
He's like, hey guys, I made it look like Buzz took a shit in the moon. Let's put it on the internet.
Let's see how far we can take this.
Yeah, see how far we could take
I
this.
That flat Earth thing really went crazy after a while.
I know. I mean, it's the climate that we live in. I mean, if it pops
Right.
up on the internet, this might be some truth to it, I
There's
guess.
definitely going to be a group supporting it. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Flat that Earth.
The Flat Earth doesn't really shown us what the internet is really capable of, I think, though.
I mean, but at this point, I mean, we've been around for millennia,
Right.
or whatever. Do it fucking matter if it's round or flat? I mean, I'm surviving. I'm living in this
yeah,
bitch.
but
right?
like, if it didn't matter, then you wouldn't have been able to get here. Your GPS wouldn't work. Your phone, your
Oh,
cell
okay.
phones wouldn't work.
You talking about on that kind of level? I'm
Yeah,
just
right.
like, it's like Trump. I mean, it doesn't affect me in my day to day, so I don't give a fuck about it. you
Right,
know?
right.
So,
Right,
I mean,
so I
I'm not
don't-
leaning off to one side, and I'm just going off into the abyss of space with turds and shit.
We should be though.
That's what the space junk really is, just big shits from astronauts floating around. But dude, I'll tell you what though, if you are in the vacuum of space and a big turd fucking swings around the earth and hits you between the eyes, it's gonna cleave your head in twain.
Good.
That's for sure.
It's a way to go out.
Charmin now selling a roll of toilet paper that can last up to a month, since we're on the subject.
Yeah, but those are just the toilet that's basically the rolls that you see when you go
What
to use
ply is
a
that?
public
Yeah.
restroom.
I wonder what ply it is.
It's probably a half a ply.
Right, yeah. So
it's that
yeah.
crappy paper that you see when you go to the grocery store bathroom.
Right,
It's
you-
like a 70-pound roll.
Yeah, you go to wipe your ass, and instead what you end up with is a bunch of ripped paper and fingertips covered in shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at this right now, and I would not like to apply that to my ass.
Hey-o! I wouldn't like, no way, dude. And then, by the way, this is all subjective anyway. Who the fuck are you to tell me how long a toilet paper fucking roll is going to last? I buy these fucking toilet paper rolls, like, oh, this is going to last a week. I'm like, yeah, we'll see about that.
I go to Costco and buy in bulk.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I didn't learn about Costco until The Watch with Ben Stiller and all them, and moving to Texas to where they have a plentiful amount of Costco's.
Okay, all right.
Also, another thing I didn't know about was a grocery chain called H-E-B, which is delightful. Matter of fact, I went there yesterday, and this is like
I've never heard of that one.
Yes, which is here. Let me show you the meat selections that they have there.
Meat selection.
Yes, they have a extraordinary deli.
Okay.
Let's see where we at. I know I saved this motherfucker. I probably erased it, but it is on my Instagram, which you can follow at randomramblingw_Rob. I know that's convoluted as fuck, but 3R Show was taken by this punk motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Who goddamn have only 2 pictures on that bitch from years ago, and he don't use the motherfucker for nothing. Now I went to his DM and I tried to daggone message him and tried to get Instagram.
I was gonna say, offer him $100, dude.
Motherfucker, I tried and
Yeah.
he don't motherfucking answer me, son of a bitch.
Sarah, what's the next topic?
Oh, let's see.
There it is. Bacon wrapped jalapeno cornbread stuffed pork tenderloin.
Dude, I saw you
I
post
saw
that.
that
I saw you
weird-
post that, dude.
Like
There's
it just
so
sounded
much
like
to
took a
unpack
bunch
there.
of extra shit they couldn't sell and mushed it all in together.
That's what it was. Can you read it one more time? What is that?
It is bacon wrapped.
Okay, sounds good so far.
Jalapeno.
Okay, burning now.
I've had bacon wrapped jalapeno individually with a little bit of cream cheese or sausage.
Sure.
Delicious.
Sure.
So bacon wrapped jalapeno, cornbread stuffed pork tenderloin.
Yeah, that's a lot. That right there, that's a morning of hot shits. You're gonna need the
You're gonna need the moon landing for that.
you're gonna need the moon landing and some Charmin 1 month 1 month toilet paper for that, because there's gonna be some blood to soak up too. You know what I mean? If you're shitting out fucking bacon jalapeno, you know, we're talking about some shit here.
Oh, that guy looks interesting. Is that a Florida man?
Man admits ghost did not plant meth in his home, court records show. Just in case you were wondering, this guy thought that ghost.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
it says Louisiana.
Yeah, well,
that's where I'm from. I'm
listen,
sorry.
no offense, Rob, but a lot of these stories come from the South and the Midwest.
Oh,
and
I understand that.
I don't know what the fuck's going on out there.
They mostly come from Florida.
A lot of it's from Florida. But he admits a ghost didn't do it. So thank God for that, because I was concerned that a ghost may have done it.
Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah,
Pretty sure one
anybody
person could
rational.
look at this guy and be like, "Yeah, dude, it's probably you and you forgot."
Yeah, it was probably you. And
I mean, I'm looking at this guy.
Sure.
I mean, he has some features about him that to make me think that like maybe 15 to 20 years ago that he might have been a handsome dude.
That's what I think.
Might have had a lot of ladies that would submit to his will and whatnot.
But it's falling apart.
Yes, that's what it looks like. He's disheveled.
I wonder if it was the meth that did it.
Yeah, I wonder. But
I wonder.
If
But
the ghost hadn't done it.
Yeah, I wonder how would an individual like this get introduced to meth though.
Right.
You know, that's the things that I look. That's the things that I think about when I look at stuff like this. It's just like,
Because if he
where did
combed
it
his
go
hair,
wrong?
yeah, right. If he combed his hair and put him in a suit, he might be a lawyer. You know what
And
I
then,
mean?
like, I'm looking at his age range. He looks like an older gentleman and everything, but he still has a head full of hair. Which, on the other hand, I am a 37-year-old male, and kind of healthy or whatever, and I have none.
Right.
And I've been losing it since I was 23.
And
So
now you
I don't
gotta
understand
wonder.
this.
And now I gotta wonder if you smoke some meth.
Would
it come back?
You know
what I mean? Because I wonder the same. Look, I might have a mohawk, but don't let it fool you. The front of the hairline is a little bit questionable. You know what I mean? So I understand that.
Mine look like the bat symbol, so that's why I got to keep it shaved. So it go all in different directions and shit.
I don't know. I feel for the man though. I look at him and I say, I see what you're saying. Back in the day, maybe he was really.
Imagine if he wasn't trying to bullshit people. Imagine if the whole time he really did thought that it was a ghost, and then one day he was like, "Wait a minute, I don't think that." No, that was me.
Yeah,
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that shit with the meth.
For some
Oh,
reason,
fuck.
every time I smoke meth, I
better
forget.
tell them I was wrong.
Yeah, right, guys. It wasn't the ghosts. It was me.
I mean, that goes to show you he had some kind of moral compass when he was a kid. He had somebody kind of guiding him in the right direction. He haven't abandoned those
Honey,
core
if
values.
you ever get caught with your meth here,
Yeah.
you fess up.
You fess up.
Have a goddamn sense of morals.
Right, for fuck's sake. It's not ghosts, you piece of shit.
Unless it's a zombie condom.
Unless it's a zombie condom, and then it might be ghosts.
So a zombie's a ghost? You think
No, a zombie's not a ghost.
Okay, so because they can't walk through.
I don't know. I mean,
It's just
I never
half-living
really
meat.
thought of it that way.
Because I mean, ghosts
but
are dead, zombies are dead.
Yeah,
I
they're all
mean,
dead. One's just meaty and one isn't.
No, it's virus-filled meat that's attacking the nervous
Well,
system.
it depends on what type of zombie world you're discussing.
That's all the same, really. At the end, when it was some of them like coffee.
Well,
or
if it's someone that has a virus and looks dead, then that's not the same thing.
right. I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
So you got 3 choices, and I'll let you pick.
Okay.
Which zombies would you prefer?
Okay.
The fast ones?
Okay.
The slow ones? Or the ones from the movie Warm Bodies?
Listen, hold on a minute. When you say prefer,
Yeah, like
I mean, you
do
had no
what
choice in
with?
the matter, but
Like
you
if-
could,
like if I had to fight them,
yeah.
give me the slow shit ones. You know what I mean? The ones that are like see, like in The Walking Dead, I never really understood why they can't get away. I'm like, these fucking things are slow. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but like, just pick up some knives, run real fast. They're not stealthy. You know what I mean? They're
It
slow.
reminds me more of like The Matrix, the second one, to where he was fighting all the Agent Smiths.
Right.
And he just took the pole and he was like,
Right. And if he can do that, I sure as shit can take out some Walking Dead zombies, for fuck's sake.
But it's not about the zombies anymore. The
Right.
Walking Dead is a euphemism for people in the world that have been transformed by the environment.
But it
and I'm
always
just making
has
up
been.
educational words that I'm not using correctly.
It always has been. The original Night of the Living Dead movie was a metaphor for what was happening to the American landscape. You know what I mean? It was people were just like zombies just going through their day-to-day life. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. and now we're dealing with
motherfuckers with their head in their phones.
Yeah, fuck. It's exactly the same.
Walking out into the traffic, getting ran over.
Right. You need laws now that tell people like, hey, make sure you don't look at your phone when you cross the street.
You know what's the most asinine thing that I think of? And I work in security and I've been in the military and all kind of stuff.
Sure.
If they're posted a sign that says "Don't do this," why do you need to question that?
Yeah, right.
Because a motherfucker did the shit that they're telling you not to do.
Right.
And it's a bad thing. So
Right. Don't
that's
put
why
your-
the sign is there. So
Right.
why should you question
So
it?
if the sign says, "Do not put your
Don't
tongue
leave
in
shit
this,"
on this moon.
Yeah, right. You're right. To just follow the goddamn rules. So what's the next topic?
Did we talk about the dolphins getting high?
Nope.
Oh no, I was.
But I'm interested.
So they found that young dolphins will hold a toxic blowfish in their mouth
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for
I
like
did hear about
several hours and then pass them on to their friends.
Why?
Wait.
Because they get fucked up on it. They hallucinate.
Do they pass it on the left hand side?
I think so.
See, they are just like us.
See, well, if dolphins was
terrible.
one of us.
Imagine just being that blowfish, and you're just like, God, what is happening to me? And like the
And you
dolphin.
keep puffing up over and over.
Yeah, you're
'cause
puffing
you're
up
all-
over and over.
okay.
Let me out of here,
Nothing
asshole.
worse than being a blowfish with anxiety.
Yeah,
I mean, that's his defense mechanism too, and it's like, yeah, keep doing that shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ, this gets dolphins high?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, is the
Because
dolphin?
of the poison in the blowfish gets the dolphins a little hallucinate.
Listen,
hallucinating.
dolphins are the most evil things on earth.
They're pretty awful.
Even Echo the dolphin.
Fuck the dolphin. Fuck Echo the dolphin. Fuck them all, dude.
They're
rapey,
terrible.
fucking weird, terrible, like little nasty motherfuckers. And there's no law in dolphin life. There's no law. So when when there's a gang of 75 of them and they all gang rape one fucking dolphin or one person, they just get away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now imagine.
Just get away with it.
Imagine you're a blowfish. You're a blowfish.
Unless they end up in a tuna can.
Unless that, and you know what, and we're all safer in that regard. But imagine you're a blowfish, and now you're being held hostage as to some sort of drug provider that you don't even want to be.
Oh my god, the dolphins have like an underground blowfish den.
Yeah, and they all
You
sit
pay
around.
you pay like a certain fee, and then like the dolphin lets you in through the coral, and then into the back room.
Right, there's
and it's
like a
just like really tall algae, so you can't see in there.
Right, and then you get in
and
there,
they're all sucking on blowfish.
and it's just abused blowfish.
Yeah, blowfish trafficking.
They're just beaten, and the blowfish are like, "Kill me."
They have like lipstick smeared all over them.
Oh my god.
Oh man, you got Mrs. Puff back there, just like, oh man.
Oh wow. Man, the dolphins, they have like a code word to get in that no human can speak. It's like, like, what the fuck? And every time a fucking blowfish hears it, they have a fucking panic attack.
And they blow up.
Not again.
Yeah,
and then they blow up. They're like, I wish I could stop.
And then the dolphin comes by and scoop the ass up.
Yeah.
I see you have some anxiety.
For hours, man.
Yeah, right.
Happy ending.
That's a whole afternoon shot.
But dolphins don't care about that. They don't care about their afternoons. They don't have a job to go to. You know, they don't give a fuck about anything. Man, dolphins are like the better version
So
of
think
people.
of how good it must be that they're willing to get a spiked beach ball inflated in their face
Right.
for hours.
Right.
Like that's how good this
That's how
makes
good it
them
is.
feel.
Right, right,
that
right.
They don't give a shit about that.
It's like being Wolverine. You know, they ask him how the claws coming out feels. It's like it hurts every time, but it only hurts for a fucking second. You know what I mean? So if you got a blowfish in the mouth and it puffs up and the spikes hit you for just a second, if everything after that is euphoric,
yeah,
then fuck it, dude.
Because like, I mean, it opens the pores probably. It's just like it gets in it and it's like, oh.
It's like, oh, it hurts. You're like, oh.
That's like that new, I bet it's probably for them like that drug on the new Judge Dredd movie and shit to where like they hit it and it's like all crystal and shit there in slow motion. Like,
and what does a dolphin see on that high, I wonder?
I don't know.
They
probably-
imagine that they're walking.
Yeah, I was supposed to say they got legs and shit.
They start evolving, getting little feet. Imagine a dolphin with some weird little half foot growing on both sides, and you're like, oh! And then, like, in another 50 years, it's got sort of a leg to the knee going on. And you're like, dude, we gotta kill these fucking things, or they're gonna start walking around on the beach soon.
Yeah, but that's what we did.
And look what the hell happened. Has this been good? Is this good for anybody?
I mean, in some aspects, we get the zombie condoms. So
God damn it, Rob! There's a shit on the moon right now. That's what we contributed.
Yeah, I
we
don't see any dolphins doing that.
Yeah, I don't see dolphins doing. Not yet.
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 Would they? Would the laws of physics apply to them the same way in space as it would to human beings? Because I can imagine just dolphins orbiting around the moon. And
Yeah,
shit.
they're like, hey, look at us, you piece of shit humans.
And they blow a blowfish
And they blow a
out.
blowfish up. The blowfish can't
the
take the
blowfish
pressure.
has like a tiny helmet.
They're just like, thank God I'm gonna die. And then it realizes it has a helmet on. It's like, fuck me. I can't get away.
It's like a tiny fish bowl.
They feed it just enough to keep it alive.
Because they're evil.
God, they're evil.
That's how vampires do us.
They're evil.
Forming us.
Look, man, if I have any fucking message for, Japan, it's just keep killing the dolphins. Do us a whole favor, for God's sake. Fuck this. Are back. Hold on just a second there.
I feel like I'm on Jimmy Kimmel.
We are back.
Or whoever's the big shot right now.
One day, man. Keep going. One day.
I appreciate that. And then I'll come back here for the after party.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. So, can I introduce you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this has been Awesome Talk Season 12, Episode 1. I can't believe we've done 12 seasons. I also want to say that I'm really happy to add Rob Marchi on board to the show this season, dude.
Yo.
I think that every time he's been on the show, he's been amazing. He's been an asset to the show. And I'm just happy to officially have you on board, dude.
I appreciate being here.
I'm really thankful for the whole... Yeah, I'm doing a wishy-washy speech, Pat. I'm really happy for the fucking group that we have here this time out. And I also want to say that, Sarah, I love you very much. It's been 6 years today.
Yo.
So, and I also want to say thank you so much to Gibby Stites for being here tonight.
He loves you very much, too.
Yes.
Thank you. I love you guys.
It's only been a couple hours, but it feels
But
like it's been.
I'm hard as a rock right now, so
Well,
that's all.
I appreciate that for what it is.
Yeah.
Hard as B. Arthur.
So harder than B. Arthur at 70.
Not 68.
Not 68.
She had 2 more years to work that.
So you're gonna do two songs for us tonight. All right, man. Let's do it.
I'm doubling down.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Indubitably.
Do me a favor, hit like if you're watching this, and share it and all that other good shit. And find us on Instagram and Twitter at Awesome Talk TV. And obviously, if you're watching this on Facebook, you already know where the fuck you are. And you can go to our YouTube page at Hornbar Productions. And without further,
What was that? Hombar?
Hombar.
Home bar, not the hum bar.
Hominin Bar.
Humbug Productions.
HomicideBar.com.
That sounds like us.
The Hombar.
Well, people, here we are for another relaxing evening of Gibby Stites elevator tunes. I hope you're ready. Sometimes I yodel, sometimes I rap. Even I don't know what's about to happen. It's like one of those old Goosebumps intros. Oh yeah, you want to see this?
You gotta see those lyrics.
You want to see those lyrics when they fly out.
So what song is this?
This song is unreleased. This is a brand new song off of regularly scheduled programming titled Bluntville. And bye, that's it. It has not been released anywhere. This is the premiere.
Watch this demonstration.
So technically it's been seen by very few eyes. This is the world premiere. Check it out. Chain smoking Bluntville's, contemplating what's real. I've been racing uphill, trying to make a fucking meal. Hungry man, what's the deal? Your belt buckle getting stuck. Only time you tuck the steel, yup, it's real. Gibby get the legend back to run the field. Busy as fuck still, and everybody wanna chill. I'm grateful for the love, but they was hating on the scrub not that long ago. Got the long ago, what they thinking in they mud. Like what you drinking in your mug? Gibby give a feeling around me. All I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Lately I got a lot on my mind, baby, but I know that we gon' be fine. Gotta keep up with the heat, I'm feeling seasoned in my prime. And all I ever needed was a reason and a rhyme. Now, that is Bluntville, off of the upcoming album, regularly scheduled programming, coming this motherfucking winter. You got the exclusive here on Awesome Talk, the best podcast on the East Coast. I'm claiming that now. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Everything working out all right over there?
The mumbles going on is making us all
Boom. Is it too much space between me and...
Like a raw input from somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
This is his vocal right here.
Boom.
No,
We're
I'm
testing
sorry.
things out.
This is his vocal right here.
Mm.
Crank that the fuck up.
It's slightly different.
Do you need me to talk while you crank it?
Gibby, talk to your microphone?
Yep. This is how I will be talking when I rap. Something like this. Peter Piper, pick a peck of pickled peppers. How do they sound? How now, brown cow?
I think it's just, I think really it's probably just low in his headphones, but not low on the stream.
True. I'm going to hope for that. Either way,
Huh? I think probably that's true.
How come you're not using the sliders?
we should ask the stream.
How come it's the dial and not the sliders?
I don't know. Something about the gain when it comes to that kind of microphone. So we got to blow it up that way.
Are you using like a preamp that's built in here?
I don't know.
Is there a preamp?
Best I can get.
No, but I now understand the confusion of why that what's happening is happening. So, all right,
All right.
forward.
Bow.
We got him now? You can hear him?
Oh, it's a routing issue.
Can you hear me loud and clear? So is the performance live streaming too? Or?
Yeah. We're all
Bow.
just streaming this bullshit.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured. I like the bullshit streaming. Steady laughing, never passing unless you throw in 5. I feel that gravity multiply by 10 times. Body heavy like a medicine ball. Begin time. Traveling and capturing moments within vibes with rhymes and synth lines. Sublime as this vibe. I'm trying to get mine, so homie, get yours. But if you get the two confused, then it's your highs fucking vibing, riding with my brothers, never running. How your fucking mother crying if you touch us. Define laws of physics every time I roll the blunt up. I just smoke my body weight. I'm gonna be high until the summer. P45 from that side. GIB ain't hard to find. I'm like Sasquatch when the track dry. You in the back drop small as flies. Pardon my shit talking. I just caught up vibing in a positive. Talking tough. I'ma drop your soda. HE double hockey sticks. Pop that lid on the whip ass can. I'm insane. No way, no cat didn't get that train. Okay, the game has been clogged up with the same old shit. Homie, that don't make no sense. Say that we don't make no hits. Midnight snack got ingredients in my recipe. Sad flavor, bitch. Feel like King Kai when I be getting high. Steady laughing, never passing unless you throw in 5. I feel the gravity multiply by 10 times. Body heavy like a medicine ball. Begin time. Traveling and capturing moments within vibes with rhymes and synth lines. Sublime as this vibe. I'm trying to get mine, so homie, get yours. But if you get the two confused, then it's your time to die. I ain't made to switch up sides and ride with traders. This, that, new, they like who knew he was capable of this. When I'm making tunes impressed, yes, the haters knew it best. Homie, here's a warning shot. Please don't make me shoot the rest. Let me flow. I'll go off the charts of the unknown. People so needy when they think you living greedy, yo. Did it ever occur to you? I'm just trying to keep afloat. This tiny, teeny boat I made with sticks and leaves to go. Travel off this wasteland that you know to be a home. You rather sink my ship than try to make and keep your own. See, you're wrong and I ain't having that. Energy in my habitat. Lies rise, truth is on the bottom like a Snapple fact. Feel like King Kai when I be getting high. Steady laughing, never passing unless you throw in 5. I feel the gravity multiply by 10 times. Body heavy like a medicine ball. Begin time. Traveling and capturing moments within vibes with rhymes and synth lines. Sublime as this vibe. I'm trying to get mine, so homie, get yours. But if you get the two confused, then it's your time to die. And that's King Kai. Produced by Midnight Snack. Man, I appreciate the applause.
Hell yeah, dude.
And that is all for the Channel Surfing EP, which you can find right now on Spotify, iTunes, and GibbyStites.com, YouTube, and all that good shit. Gibby Stites, Channel Surfing. Bam. Do that. See, my man. Thank you. God bless Dragon Ball Z.
We got the first song, right?
Thank you, Toriyama. Hey, that was dedicated to Toriyama, for those who know. My man, my man. My man.
Gibby Stites, thank you so much for fucking being here tonight, man, dude. Thank you so much, dude. And again, thank you everybody for watching tonight, man. This has been Awesome Talk, Season 12, Episode 1 on October 15, 2019. Thank you all very much for drinking with us. That's Awesome Talk. Good night.
Good night. My night was pretty good.